Result: we still meet for dinner together every weekend. He. How could I resist seeing you? Lucas scratched his nose, laughing he. He had previously said, after the last time going out with Nathan and them, he wouldn't go out anymore. But he and Cherry still every weekend. Spent some time. Two people going to eat a meal together. And persisted like that until now. Winter break, finally we can go out together. Alright, let's hurry. The time to meet everyone has long passed. What's the rush? When we arrive there's definitely only one person. Do you believe? Those two definitely haven't arrived. Lucas pointed toward a hotpot restaurant ahead. That was where they agreed to meet. When they opened the door and walked in, they immediately saw a table with only one person sitting. See, I told you. Definitely Ashley arrived earliest. Lucas pointed that way, then said to Cherry beside him. The two walked over together. At this time Ashley was playing games. Corner of eye glimpsed the two, then raised head. Exactly as I thought. Indeed, you two arrived first. Ashley helplessly shook head. This situation completely within her expectations. Lucas and Cherry sat down opposite. Took off their outer coats. Walking in here finally felt a bit warmer. Cherry, looking at Ashley sitting alone playing games. Don't know how long she'd been there. Like this, alone with no one to talk to. Seemed quite pitiful. Ashley, have you never thought about finding a boyfriend? When alone would have someone to keep you company. Ashley raised head looking at Cherry once. Then shook head. Said don't want, each person pursues different things. The happiness I pursue isn't love. At least when placing a boyfriend. Together with game equipment I want in front. I won't hesitate to abandon the boyfriend. Do you think someone like me is suitable for romance? Cherry was somewhat stunned. Then laughed softly. That's right. Maybe you need a gaming friend more. Mainly no one can control you. Dating a genius. Either better than you. Or stupid to the extreme. Becoming two extremes. Otherwise normal people in front of you. Confidence would be crushed to pieces. Lucas looked at Ashley. Showed somewhat helpless expression. Ashley shrugged. Calmly said, you surpass Emma first then talk. This final exam she ranked second again. God, just mentioning this makes me angry. Lucas's emotions immediately triggered. He raised one finger, forcefully stood up. Words not yet spoken. Then saw at the door. A tall man walked in. That person was Nathan. Just at this time Nathan was a bit strange. Wearing a long cotton coat down to ankles. Belly bulging big, both hands hidden in coat. Walking somewhat limping. When he walked to them, everyone was somewhat stunned, not reacting yet. Hey, what happened to you? Where's Emma? Lucas pointed at Nathan's belly, slightly frowning. Suspiciously asked. Right at this time, the zipper inside Nathan's coat was pulled out. A head poked out from inside. It was Emma. Hello, I'm here. Chapter 178 Because I want you in my whole life. God, are you a kangaroo? Indeed creative. Three people showed dreamy expressions. Then shook heads laughing. With this kind of appearance, they could only say unexpected. But also within reason. Emma crawled out from Nathan's coat. At this time they discovered. Turns out Nathan was carrying Emma in his arms. No wonder couldn't see Emma's legs. Turns out carried the whole way. This strength and endurance. Probably only Nathan could do it. After Emma stood out. Immediately reached out. Wiped clean snow from Nathan's head and shoulders. Then turned looking at everyone. So embarrassing. Scratched head. I said no need for this. But Nathan all right. We all understand. Stop showing off. Ashley waved hand. Could guess this was definitely Nathan's idea. How could Emma actively request this? Nathan and Emma sat down. At this time everyone was gathered. Preparing to order food. Lucas looked at Nathan. Asked Nathan, how was your final exam? Because he together with Emma and Ashley 3 people. Almost always top 3. Last time he ranked first. This final exam lost first place to Emma again. Nathan shook head. Said still the same. Around 80-90th rank. Not dropping but not rising. Nathan showed helplessness. He had studied very hard. But when reaching decent level above, found really too difficult. The reason he progressed so fast before. Just because was too poor before. In that situation any studying would progress. Let alone putting in so much effort. Plus Emma tutoring one-on-one. That's why progressed so fast. Now he clearly felt progress very difficult. Could only maintain stability, not declining. Then slowly progress. With his current grades. To go to same university with Emma. And Ashley. Really a distant dream. Lucas nodded. He felt now like this was normal. No problem, just slowly advance. Don't be anxious. Emma also reached out, gently caressing Nathan's cheek. Softly said, "You're the best. We'll take it slow. Winter break definitely can surpass yourself. Winter break except New Year days. Also just 1 week rest. Seems total only half month." Nathan muttered, troubled. They're about to enter senior year. Last semester. College entrance exam getting closer. School giving half-month break. Already considered a lot. Heard some schools only break right on New Year days. Calculated only about 1 week. Comparatively, their school much better. Also because their grades overall performance quite good. So school break also longer. Like this already very good. These days time quite relaxed. Study hard definitely can clearly progress. Nathan sighed once. Said, I once thought. The exam right after upcoming break. Would enter top 20. Now seems really too naive. Lucas pouted saying, why set such high goal? Still half year more. Advancing 10 ranks already amazing. I just thought I progressed too fast. Top 20 also quick right. Who knew turns out just beginner phase preferential treatment. Ha ha, outside snow falling. Inside hot pot steaming smoke. Several close friends gathered here. Enjoying winter's unique warmth. Day after tomorrow is New Year right? What time you planning to come? Ashley looked toward Nathan and Emma. She was asking when the two on New Year. What time would come to her house? Though they never arranged this beforehand. But seemed already tacitly understood. Nathan and Emma would come to her house for New Year. Everyone could happily bustling together again. Nathan looked at Emma, wanting to ask her opinion. Let's come a bit early, can help more. Can't let people finish being busy then we arrive. You're right. Then we come a bit early. Come early to help your aunt. Nathan nodded, agreeing with Emma's words. Everyone looked out the window, watching the bustling streets outside. Days near New Year are most bustling. People working far away all returning home for New Year. These days also Nathan's most relaxed time. He doesn't need to think about anything. Just need to relax and rest. At this time Emma leaned head on Nathan's shoulder. Looked at him once. This is our first New Year together right? But there will be many more later. Every time we'll celebrate New Year together. Until past 10 p.m. Everyone prepared to go home. Said goodbye at the door. Each person went their own way. Nathan held Emma's hand. In the quiet dark night. Only heard the rustling sound of snow under their feet. Hua Euro. Nathan raised head breathing out. Looking at the night sky. Muttering. This weather staying home is most comfortable. Before in winter. I alone at home often stood on balcony. Drinking a bit of white liquor. Body warming up. Feeling especially comfortable. Emma looked at Nathan's profile. Then smiled. So tomorrow want to drink with me? That's right, didn't we already arrange it? Wait until break, I'll drink with you. I'll cook, do you remember? I thought you definitely forgot. In Nathan's eyes the joyful smile grew deeper. He didn't expect. Emma still remembered. Few months ago just casually said one sentence. But she really remembered clearly. After all she quite looked forward to that day. Drinking some wine with person she likes. Sitting chatting in gentle winter. How happy that is. How could I forget? I really look forward to this day. Really, me too. Then it's settled. Tomorrow I'll cook. We at home, I'll drink with you. Just, my alcohol tolerance probably very poor. Nathan held Emma's hand tightly. In cold winter feeling her warm hand. Corner of his mouth curved in light smile. Eyes looking at her intently. It's okay. You willing to be with me, I'm already very happy. So lucky. This year. My life and yours harmonized together. Emma raised eyebrows. In eyes warm laughing intent, softly laughed. Few sounds. Hope you don't blame me. Because I want in your life. Forever have me. Chapter 179, we can often be like this. As long as you want. In the kitchen, Emma wearing apron standing before stove. Her long hair casually tied up neat. Looking extremely neat and nimble. Before her a pot of steaming hot soup. Rich fragrance spreading. Inside bubbling with various ingredients. Making people drool. Emma gently holding a spoon. Carefully stirring the soup evenly. With each stir, the rich aroma became more concentrated. Spreading throughout kitchen. She waved hand few times. Then scooped a spoonful of soup. Gently blew few breaths. Waited for temperature to drop, then put in mouth to taste. She slightly squinted eyes. Corner of eyes also curved. As if smiling. Right at this time, arms from behind hugged over. Emma startled. Body couldn't help trembling slightly. The spoon in hand almost fell into pot. Very quickly. She already felt Nathan's warmth. And his breath. Nathan leaned head on Emma's shoulder. Softly said, "Hard work for you." Emma's face slightly flushed pink. She exclaimed, "God, you startled me. Almost done. You quickly go out. Might get burned." Nathan laughed high. Let go, then left kitchen. Turned looking at Emma's busy figure. Heart full of happiness and satisfaction. Clearly they only knew each other about 4 months. Still in passionate love stage. Yet Emma was like a wife. Not only sharing sweet love, but also sharing life's ordinariness and pressure. Having such a girlfriend, he would laugh awake even in dreams. Secretly feeling how lucky he was. At this time already very late. In sky, early moon hanging high. But because tomorrow is New Year. So outside still brilliant lights. Extremely bustling. Whole city hanging lights and decorations. Both sides of road, trees full of colorful lights. And bright red lanterns. Making whole city filled with New Year atmosphere. Nathan stood by window looking down at streets. Breathed out once. Recalling his high school life. First 2 years all gloomy and boring. Also became laughingstock among classmates. But these 4 months, his senior high life, had completely changed. Starting from that rainy night, he got the best girlfriend. Classmates also looked at him completely differently. No more mocking or looking down. Instead, especially respectful. Studies also progressing more, better each time. His life filled with joy and hope. All thanks to what she brought him. "All right, my love." A sweet call made Nathan wake up. When he turned around, immediately saw Emma, carrying cooked dishes placing on table, taking off apron, letting down long tied hair. Corner of mouth slightly curved, forming an elegant curve. Coming. Nathan opened cabinet, taking out a bottle of wine. That was when going to Ashley's house for dinner. She gave him to take home before leaving. Probably thought his alcohol tolerance so good. At home definitely drinks often. But actually brought back never touched. He never drank at home. This wine probably quite expensive, right? Emma wasn't knowledgeable about wine. But seeing this packaging, guessed must not be cheap. Around $1,000. Nathan sat down, preparing to open wine cap. Emma's eyes widened. She quickly reached out stopping. Oh, so expensive? Then forget, don't open. Save for entertaining guests. Let me go downstairs buy cheaper kind. Really? I think this kind already cheap. Because you deserve better things. Nathan smiled lightly. Then opened that wine bottle. Emma pressed lips. Corner of mouth slightly curved up. As if already knew Nathan would say that. But still moved by it. Cork popped open. Rich wine fragrance spreading. Nathan poured Emma a glass first. Sparkling wine bubbles floating on surface. Two sat down, looking at each other. In eyes seemed hiding hard to suppress smiles. Emma looked at full wine glass before her. Raised head smiling lightly. Feeling so nervous. Nothing wrong. After all, first time. Definitely very unaccustomed. Drinking definitely hard to swallow. Nathan picked up wine glass bringing to nose. Quietly nodded. Then he looked at Emma. Slightly raised chin. Signaling once. Emma also paused a second. Then hurriedly carefully raised glass. Gently clinked with Nathan's glass. Nathan immediately took small sip. Slightly stuck out tongue. Expression looked still fine. While Emma only took very small sip. Immediately tightly furrowed brows. Squinted eyes closed. Bit lower lip. Expression extremely uncomfortable. She softly groaned once. At this time whole throat numb. Though already prepared. But didn't expect almost spit out. Huh? You okay? Seeing Emma's appearance, Nathan almost burst laughing. Luckily held back in time. Emma adjusted breathing. Gently nodded. Said fine, still bearable. Eating something will feel better. Nathan and Emma eating while chatting. Atmosphere gradually becoming more and more relaxed. Didn't expect really. Didn't expect what? Emma raised head looking at Nathan. Somewhat surprised asking. Just didn't expect. One day could drink wine with girlfriend. Chatting, feeling really great. Nathan lowered head dazed looking at wineglass in hand. Gently swirling wine inside. Laughed lightly, right at this time. Emma's wine glass gently touched his glass. Clink. Nathan raised head looking at Emma. Saw her thin lips. Dyed with hard to detect gentleness. We can often be like this. As long as you want, okay? Two again drank another small sip together. This time Emma braver. Drank more than earlier. Wine flowing down. In an instant, her whole body surged with warmth. Phew, this time more comfortable. Feeling not so hard to drink anymore. Emma breathed out wine breath. Eyes bright. Feeling like, already grasped some drinking secrets. Slow down. Don't drink too fast. Otherwise later we'll get drunk. Now still don't know your alcohol tolerance. Nathan eating while talking to Emma. While talking raised head glancing over. But one glance. He immediately froze. Oh, you get red face so fast from drinking? Chapter 180. I love you so much. You. Just saw Emma's face already flushed. She raised hand touching her cheek. Feeling hot. Is my face very red now? I feel still fine. Just a bit hot. Actually not very red. Just red a little. You drink less. Nathan somewhat worried. Emma only drank 2 sips. Already reacting like this. If drinks few more sips afraid we'll get drunk. No problem. I'm starting to get used to it. Emma waved hand. Now she felt wine not as hard to drink as beginning. Drinking also not that uncomfortable. Important as now she also felt. Drinking wine chatting with Nathan really interesting. This was experience never had before. Then fine, we just take it slow. Nathan and Emma. 2 people chatted more. Wine drinking speed also slowed. But the later, Emma's face redder. That red from cheeks. Spreading gradually to corner of eyes. Eyebrows and ears all pink. Moreover talking also more. Looking very happy. I really am. While talking, Emma suddenly felt nose stinging. Tears about to flow from corner of eyes. What's wrong? Nathan seeing Emma like this. Immediately flustered. He quickly stood up pulling chair sitting close. Sat right beside her. Emma directly leaned into Nathan's chest. Tears from sparkling eyes. Flowing like spring. So lucky to meet you. I really. Emma stammered speaking. Tears flowing like broken pearl string. Nathan understood what happened. Hurriedly reached out. One finger gently placed on Emma's lips. Shush, baby, you drank a bit much. Nathan looked at wine glass before Emma. Didn't expect already drunk clean. Even faster than him. This bottle is half kilogram wine. Emma alone drank half. This also her first time drinking. Now face all flushed red. At this time crying saying those words. Nathan could also understand. But Emma suddenly pushed Nathan's hand away. Leaned body a bit. Then reached arms hugging his neck. Why can't I say? You, the words I say are all sincere. You don't believe? Emma's speech already stammering. Making Nathan had to try hard to hear. In Nathan's heart seeing Emma like this. Really fresh. Never seen before. Completely didn't expect she'd be like this. But clearly she's drunk. Shouldn't let continue drinking. I believe. Baby, let's go rest. Okay? Nathan softly whispered by Emma's ear. While coaxing her. But Emma wouldn't stop. She waved hand, said, "Don't need. It's you who doesn't believe my heart. Sometimes, I really want to dig out my heart for you to see. For you, I could trade my life. Don't talk nonsense like that. Remember, don't look down on yourself. Don't be so self-deprecating. In my heart, you are priceless." Nathan leaned close to Emma's face. Softly said by her ear. Each of those words made Emma's body tremble, as if electricity threading through her body, spreading everywhere. Ah! Emma in Nathan's arms softly turned few times. Like acting spoiled. "I love you so much. You." Emma's voice already trembling. But this sentence, she still tried to say very clearly, as if afraid Nathan wouldn't hear. Nathan was also moved by Emma. Quickly took deep breath, adjusting mood. If continues like this, things definitely will get out of control. After drinking, if two people do something really hard to imagine. I love you too, baby." Nathan's voice trembling more, as if trying to suppress something. But even so, he still wouldn't let go, arms holding Emma. Emma lowered head, also gradually let go hands. Nathan understood. Now she's probably dead drunk. Already very sleepy. But just few seconds later, Emma's voice softly rang. "You'll marry me, right?" "I will. Definitely will." Nathan, without hesitation, immediately answered. Corner of Emma's mouth slightly curved up. Showed vague smile. "This life I'll only marry you. If you don't marry me, then I'll never." Emma spoke haltingly, voice getting smaller, like muttering to herself. But Nathan still heard every word clearly. Listened very carefully. Later Emma didn't speak anymore. Nathan knew she probably couldn't bear it and fell asleep. First time drinking, drank so much. Yet still struggled to say so many words. Already very not easy. "I of course will marry you. Definitely will marry. If can't marry you, this life I also won't marry anyone else." Nathan knew maybe Emma couldn't hear. But he still seriously answered. Then he stood up carrying Emma. Walking into bedroom. Nathan gently placed Emma on bed. Pulled blanket covering her. He also didn't dare arbitrarily change Emma into pajamas. Though now she probably had no consciousness. After settling Emma properly, Nathan prepared to shower. He gently closed bedroom door. First cleaned dining table. Then went to bathroom to wash. When he finished showering, came out. Was 20 minutes later. Nathan changed into pajamas. Preparing to return to bedroom. Emma drank that much, already dead drunk. But for Nathan, almost no effect. Like hadn't drunk. Sigh. Tomorrow still have to wake up early for New Year greetings. So fast, New Year already arrived. Nathan opened bedroom door, walking in. Fumbling in darkness, climbing onto bed. He gently touched Emma beside. Still sleeping very deeply, so he also pulled blanket, planning to sleep. Result, just closed eyes. Emma beside suddenly moved. Nathan couldn't see clearly, but felt. Emma threw off his blanket. Then whole person fell, pressing on him. "Oh baby, what are you doing? I'm not waiting until after graduation anymore. I now." Chapter 181. Waking up already staring at you. "No baby, you're too drunk. Tomorrow when you sober up you'll definitely regret." Nathan clearly felt Emma pressing close to him. Hot breath, mixed with wine scent, hitting his face. Nathan's heart rarely beat this fast. After all, in this atmosphere, plus both had wine. Emma was completely drunk. Nathan also slightly tipsy. In the pitch dark room. The ambiguous atmosphere pushed to the extreme. In this situation, who could stay calm? No. I've already had this thought for a while. To prove to you. Emma stammered, speaking. Then reached to unbutton her shirt. Nathan was about to speak. Emma suddenly bent down. Nathan only felt his lips burning hot. Mind immediately went blank. Don't know how much time passed when he managed to react. Then both couldn't breathe, just separated from those wet lips. Nathan tried gently pushing her away, but found her strength now strangely strong. Pushing lightly wouldn't work. Nathan didn't dare use force, afraid of hurting her, so he slightly turned body. Pressed on phone beside. Screen lit up, light casting on Emma's face. Her eyes drowsy, drunk. Face flushed red, like a ripe apple, making people unable to resist wanting to bite. Baby, don't be like this. Let's just sleep, okay? Nathan's voice carried slight hoarseness. But Emma paid no attention to his words. Her lips pressed down again. This time even more passionate. Reason told Nathan to refuse. But body unconsciously responded to that passion. After a while, Nathan felt something strange. Seemed Emma had fallen asleep. He was somewhat surprised. Right after, heard Emma's steady breathing, getting more and more stable. Seemed really deeply asleep. Nathan wasn't surprised. After all drinking this much wine, being able to wake once was already rare. Seems later must let Emma drink less. Otherwise getting drunk can't control anymore. Just now almost. If she hadn't fallen asleep, he himself couldn't hold back. Sigh really. Nathan mouth complaining like that. But in eyes and smile. Full of doting. He didn't push Emma away. But let her lie on him. Then pulled blanket beside, covering both. Emma's breathing sounded clear by Nathan's ear. Her heartbeat, he also felt clearly. Now their body temperatures also reached balance. In this winter, together enjoying warmth belonging only to them. Dawn light piercing through daybreak sky. Bringing a new day. Sun rose very early. Almost from early morning already had light. Emma slowly opened eyes. Consciousness still not completely clear. Her head immediately throbbed painfully. Like a speaker placed in head. The shock made her frown, unbearably uncomfortable. No one ever told her. After drinking next morning head would hurt so much. Now she noticed where she was lying. Turns out lying on Nathan again. Just moved a bit. Nathan softly groaned once. But still not awake. Emma blinked several times, looking at Nathan's face only 2 fingers away. Trying to remember last night. But no matter how she thought. Couldn't remember. What exactly happened last night? She only remembered herself and Nathan sitting drinking. While talking seemed she cried. Then Nathan came to comfort her. Then remembered nothing more. Why like this? Didn't expect really drank to memory loss. Completely remembered nothing. Emma thought, lying on Nathan. Could it be did nothing? But her clothes still intact. Only 2 buttons opened, along with loose shirt tie. Right then. Emma suddenly discovered. Nathan's lip seemed torn a bit. Blood on it already dried. Moreover clearly showed teeth marks. This definitely wasn't Nathan doing himself. Then wasn't it her? Emma embarrassedly scratched head. Carefully planned to move off Nathan. After all lying pressed like this. He definitely uncomfortable. But just as Emma lifted leg planning to leave. Preparing to sit up, Nathan suddenly hugged her tightly. Conveniently pulled her into arms. Emma startled. Softly cried once. Because Nathan's strength very strong. Moreover completely unexpected. So she was scared like that. Plus head still hurt. Each shake hurt more. Nathan hugged very tight. Even wrapped leg over Emma. Completely treating her like body pillow. Emma calmed down for a while. Then raised head looking at Nathan's face. He still sleeping deeply. Eyes closed. Eyelashes lowered. Emma looked dazed. She just stared at Nathan's face. Looking forever not bored. No. Right after, Emma gently placed kiss on Nathan's lips. Touched very lightly. Then giggled laughing. Oh no. Forgot his lip was torn. Nathan hugged tighter. Emma happier. Feeling held tight like this by him. Made her happy and secure. An hour later. Nathan slowly opened eyes. Just opened eyes. Saw Emma staring at him intently. Oh, good morning baby. You woke up so early. Unlike Emma. Last night's events Nathan remembered crystal clear. Just didn't know if she still remembered. Waking up just kept looking at you. Looking never enough. Emma raised eyebrows. Eyes full of loving laughter. Sweet smile. Me too. Early morning, atmosphere between them already ambiguous. But both really liked that time. So, 2 lingered in bed about half hour. Then planned to get up. After we clean up go to Ashley's house. Your aunt and everyone. Definitely already woke early preparing. Coming early can also help paste couplets. Okay. Just waking up, both received message from Ashley. She sent to both simultaneously. I guess this time you're probably awake. I'll come pick you two up. Then we conveniently buy some things. Chapter 182. This is the New Year atmosphere, right? After replying to Ashley's message, two hurriedly went to prepare. Because they knew Ashley's speed definitely very fast. Not long would arrive. Indeed, prepared not long heard door lock sound. Password input sound rang. One try opened immediately. Then saw Ashley appear at door. Hand also carrying a bag. You two faster than I thought. I thought you'd be stuck at getting dressed stage. Ashley teased, laughing. Ashley saw two had cleaned up, waiting for her. Satisfied nodded. Good thing these two knew to act quickly. If during New Year still made her wait, then really not good at all. Of course. After all, today is New Year. How could lie in bed forever? Ashley walked indoor. Wrinkled face, sniffed hard. Smell of wine. You two drank last night? Oh, this. Nathan and Emma looked at each other. Laughed embarrassedly. Actually drinking together. Nothing embarrassing to hide. But Emma forgot what happened last night. And Nathan was bitten by her torn lip. While Nathan remembered everything clearly. So both felt somewhat embarrassed. Just drank a little. Ashley raised eyebrows. Looking at bag at door. Inside had an empty wine bottle. Took out to look. 1 pound bottle already drunk empty. All right, unless you say all you drank, then I'll believe. Emma probably drank quite a lot, right? Emma gently nodded. Corner of mouth showing smile. Revealing light dimple on cheek. Whatever, after all, New Year, drinking a bit no problem. But you two can wake up this early. Really very good. Ashley didn't continue asking. She knew when to stop. Then Ashley took out a roll of couplets. From bag in hand. These things. I guessed you definitely didn't buy. So I brought. Let's paste then go. My aunt understands me. Nathan scratched head. Indeed, he forgot to buy. Before, he never paid attention to these things. All were his aunt taking care. Last year, his aunt even came to his house herself. Helped clean rooms. Pasted couplets. Then went to eat. So Nathan and Ashley very close. Really treated each other like family. Not just relatives. Three started working, busy for a while. Decorated the house, made New Year atmosphere spread more. Then left together. My aunt said whatever we want to eat just buy. Just walk around a bit. Buy some things back then return. Then let's buy more. So your aunt can make fewer dishes. We'll be more relaxed. Nathan looked at Emma. He also nodded, agreeing with this idea. But Ashley didn't think so. She shook head saying, don't think anymore. My aunt woke up at 3 a.m. Whatever ingredients already prepared. Just waiting to cook. Got guessed correctly again. Nathan smiled lightly. He didn't understand why he was so predictable. Around had many people understanding his thoughts clearly. Like reading a book. Too easy. Just glancing already guessed immediately. Ashley walked behind Nathan and Emma. Pushing them walking, said, come on. Let's walk around a bit. Buy some snacks for tonight playing games. Today is New Year. Still planning to play games tonight? Emma somewhat surprised. Normal playing games fine. But today New Year, why still play? What else? Everyone watching New Year music show? Then no need. Three went to Commercial Street. Preparing to buy some things. Still very crowded in morning. Afternoon stores will close some. Everyone going home for New Year. Three bought lots of snacks. Bought things they liked eating. Then prepared to go to Ashley's house. When opening house door, Ashley immediately called loudly. Dad. Help carry things. Coming. Must be Ashley, and the two arrived right. Ashley's dad's voice echoed from inside. Not long after, everyone saw him run from kitchen. Ashley's dad, Mr. Thomas. At this time still wearing apron. Running while wiping hands on apron. When saw Nathan and Emma smiled. You've arrived, you two. Come in. Hello, Uncle. Aunt, sorry for coming late. You and Aunt rest. We'll help. Emma and Nathan greeted in turn. Then went inside together. Thomas looked at Emma, smiled lightly saying, just call like Nathan. Call Aunt, call Uncle. Aunt, Uncle. All right. Emma slightly frowned, then showed happy smile. To her, this was extremely important. This was him treating her as family. Definitely caring about her. Would feel she's the only outsider in family. And would feel uncomfortable. Now that worry gone. Ashley's mom, Julia, also poked head from kitchen. Looked at two then smiled saying, "Arrived? Go in and play. Ashley take them to game room. Play whatever video games. Don't let them come help. This new year. You kids tired so long. Just rest and play comfortably. You're the ones needing rest." Ashley shrugged. And asked back. Then three didn't say more. But directly took off coats. Then rolled up sleeves preparing to help. You kids really. Already said no need no need. Julia said so. But face always smiling. Eyes looking at these three kids. Also full of love. Oh, kids having good hearts like this. That's good thing. We work together very fast. Then rest together. That's the feeling of New Year, right? Thomas while decorating house. While laughing talking with Julia. Right, Aunt, you're right. Nathan nodded. Showing agreement. He just holding food washed up. Then phone in pocket rang. Ah, baby, help me get phone. He couldn't use hands. So wanted Emma to help get phone. When Emma took Nathan's phone out. Looking at incoming call screen. Couldn't help widening eyes, blinking several times. What's wrong, who's calling? Nathan poked head looking. Emma also gave him phone. Said no problem, just first time seeing. Nathan squinted. Saw screen showing Dad. Chapter 183, his personality really strange. Can't tell what he's thinking. Emma surprised. Because she'd lived with Nathan so long. Met his mom twice already. But Nathan's dad never appeared once. Never even made one phone call. Sometimes even suspected Nathan and his dad had conflict. So didn't talk to each other. Otherwise, why 5 months already? 104 plus 9. Not calling once. Nathan sighed. Then put everything down. Wiped hands then picked up phone. Said, "Hello. Dad, at Aunt's house." Other end. Transmitted extremely warm deep voice. Couldn't guess speaker's age. Whether old or young sounded reasonable. Emma came closer. Wanting to eavesdrop a bit. Though eavesdropping seemed not good. But she's still very curious. What kind of person was Nathan's dad? Just from voice. Could guess somewhat his personality. Whether easy to approach. Would he agree to Nathan and her? After all, Nathan's mom already agreed. Still didn't know what Nathan's dad would think. Here. What about you and mom? Home yet? You home? Then dad relieved. Mom and dad not home yet. Not coming today either. Oh, understood. Traveling again? Nathan slightly shook head. He guessed must be that. So didn't come home. Home had no one anyway. His parents traveled long ago, didn't take him. And he himself didn't want to go. Going with Emma would be fine. But with his parents then no. Not interested. Be good. Don't bother them. Dad heard from mom. Study well next semester. After college entrance exam come home. Dad has something to tell you. Nathan's dad's voice very clear and calm. Sounded like talking without affecting breathing. Nathan seemed used to this voice. He gently replied. Got it. He replied once then other side said nothing more. Then hung up. When Nathan was on phone. Everyone else stood still. Seemed waiting for Nathan to finish call. Brother calling? What's the matter? Julia put work down. Looking at Nathan asked. He directly said. Matter after college entrance exam. Tell me finish exam then go home find him. Sometimes he really. Still half year more. Don't know why so urgent. Nathan while cleaning while shaking head. Looking really didn't know what to say. While Julia and Thomas, also at this moment looked at each other. Eyes also opened wider. Then you must test well. Do well to get high results. Julia slowly spoke to Nathan. Don't worry, won't. Several people working together, speed very fast. Before noon everything prepared. Next could relax, play freely. Nathan and them went to Ashley's room play games. Rarely relaxing. Everyone very happy. Emma still thinking. About Nathan's dad calling him. So she gently pulled Nathan's sleeve. Asked. What kind of person is your dad? Would he accept me and you together? Ah, Nathan stunned a bit. Thought a while about Emma's question. Then curled lips shaking head. Replied. Don't know. Dad's personality's strange. Can't tell what he's thinking. I can't guess his heart. Emma somewhat didn't understand. Also started worrying. According to Nathan's words, he also wasn't sure what result would be. Then if really doesn't agree, what should we do? Nathan turned looking at Emma. Saw worry in her eyes. Smiled lightly comforting her. Don't worry, my family mom decides. Mom already likes you so much. What are you worried about? Really? Emma's eyes lit up. Raised head looking at Nathan. Face full of joy. Really? Don't worry, even if they don't agree. I can't break up with you. Okay. These two's relationship really good. Otherwise, try the game. I've been playing alone for long. Ashley from beside lazily spoke. Tone full of dissatisfaction and displeasure. Nathan hurriedly realized. Still playing game with Ashley. Left on standby too long. Ashley's controller almost burning hot. Sorry, 3 took turns playing games. Played tired then lay on bed playing cards. Playing some mobile games. Evening would eat New Year dinner. When night fell, streets started bright with lights. Even started having fireworks. Though now fireworks banned, but some areas not strictly managed. Management also turned blind eye. After all this is New Year. Everyone didn't want cause trouble. Adding work not as good as reducing. All for having Happy New Year. New Year atmosphere immediately filled. Every home full of reunion and happiness. Come Nathan. Drink some wine with Uncle. Thomas took white liquor from wine cabinet. Without hesitation opened cap. Preparing to pour wine for Nathan. Nathan glanced. And recognized this wine not cheap. After all, during New Year, drinking better wine normal. Nathan also didn't say more. All right, Aunt Uncle. Nathan hurriedly stood up. Clasped hands receiving wine glass. After pouring wine for Nathan, he then poured glass for himself. Then poured for Julia a glass. Dear wife, thanks for working hard. Thank you. Julia smiled saying, You two drinking? Thomas looked at Emma and Ashley. Asked if two wanted drink some wine. Ashley waved saying not drinking. Drinking affects operations. Emma embarrassedly smiled once. Mentioning drinking. She thought of last night. She and Nathan drank too much wine. Until noon today. Her head stopped hurting. If only she and Nathan at home still fine. Just drinking some wine no problem. But now at Ashley's house. She not convenient drinking. If drink too much then what? If here crying. Or acting drunk then definitely she'd be very embarrassed. No, I won't drink. That's fine, then you drink fruit juice. Ashley went to fridge getting juice. All right. Emma and Ashley poured juice. Then Thomas raised glass. Looking at 3 in front saying, New Year. 3 all good kids. Wish 3 success and fame. Wish 3 bright future. Cheers. Chapter 184. Because his relationship with daughter not very good. Warm, happy atmosphere. Clearly shown at dining table. TV playing New Year program. But no one watching. Just creating New Year atmosphere. Aunt and uncle. You pour glass for 2. Nathan stood up, holding wine glass. Thomas and Julia hurriedly stood up. 3 at this time. Like same generation. No formality. Oh, good kid. Nathan since young I saw he's not bad. IQ and EQ both undeniable. Now also found such good girlfriend. How good? Thomas pointed at Nathan laughing. Emma pressed lips, slightly lowered head. Somewhat shy. Same time, in heart also very happy. Every time hearing such words. She felt very happy. Then she also hurriedly stood up. Picked up her water glass. Aunt and uncle. I also toast you both. Oh, I'm not drinking wine. Using this substitute. Julia looked at Emma. Eyes full of love. Can't help saying, sister-in-law really likes you. If aunt also had son. Had daughter-in-law like you. Aunt would smile awake even sleeping. Aunt too kind. Nathan and Thomas too still chatting. Wine drinking more and more. Atmosphere more lively. Room atmosphere. therefore became warmer. Nathan took off sweater. Only tank top left. Soon 2 drank whole bottle. But still not stopping. 2 opened another bottle continuing. Emma now really believed. Nathan really could drink. Drank almost 1 pound. Only slightly red face. Not seeming drunk. Nathan. Later you succeed. Don't forget Ashley's family. Thomas laughed loudly saying. Julia under table. Lightly hit his leg. Looked at him once. But Nathan didn't notice. Just obediently replied. Aunt uncle don't worry. Ashley like my sister. If I can succeed, how could abandon her? Mainly now I need Ashley's help. Clearly now her chance of success bigger. Ha ha ha. Nathan drinking also became much happier. Words also more natural. Thomas and Julia looked at each other smiling. And changed to another topic. Past 12 o'clock. Officially reached first day of New Year. New Year messages on phone continuously appearing. Nathan and them also prepared ready to go home. Thomas immediately took car keys from pocket. Threw to Ashley saying, Ashley, take them back. Drive slowly. You know how to drive? Nathan and Emma both surprised. Saw Ashley calmly took car keys. Preparing to put on coat. Ashley shrugged saying, yeah. When just adult went to take driver's license. Quite simple. I guessed right. For you that test definitely very easy. Emma helped Nathan and Thomas, Julia. 2 said goodbye then left Ashley's house. Downstairs, getting into Thomas's car. She just sat in the driver's seat. Skillfully started the car and drove away. Oh, feels like you drive better than my mom. Peeved. If my aunt heard this she'd kill you. She'd definitely hit you. Ashley made Nathan laugh. Corner of mouth showing light smile. Nathan and Emma sat in back seat. Looking out car window. Fireworks still blooming in the sky. Lighting up the whole sky. Emma leaned on Nathan's shoulder. Corner of her mouth smiled happily. Few months ago, when she encountered that big shock, she never thought about New Year. Because she felt that seemed no longer related to her. She might wander somewhere, or might work to support herself, or might live a kept life. But now, she was enjoying happiness, an unprecedented happiness, enveloping her, making her hopeful about life. Emma raised head looking at Nathan. At this time Nathan closing eyes resting. After all drank quite a bit of wine. Though not drunk to losing mind. But already slightly tipsy. Baby, I love you. Emma slowly spoke. Gently said in Nathan's ear. She knew she'd said it many times. But still wanted to say. Wanted day and night to say this to Nathan. Nathan heard the sound. Opened eyes looking at Emma. Then directly kissed her lips. Gently said. Me too. Hey, you two pay attention. Almost home. Continue when home. I'm not part of this game. Driver in front, Ashley, hurriedly spoke to stop. She couldn't believe. Just first day of New Year already fed dog food like this. When car arrived downstairs, Nathan and Emma got out. Looking at Ashley's driver's seat. Asked. Come up play a while? Ashley shook head saying. Forget it. Going home to rest. Tomorrow still have to visit grandfather. These days resting. Visiting relatives endless work. Probably wait until school starts to meet again. Then drive slowly back. Nathan and Emma saw Ashley drive away. Also returned to their home. Arriving home. Though no longer crowded. Seemed somewhat empty. But both still felt somewhat reassured. Nathan sat on sofa. Emma poured Nathan a glass of water. Sat beside Nathan. Drink some water. Emma thought of what Ashley said earlier. Then asked. Doesn't Nathan need to visit relatives? Baby, tomorrow you not visiting relatives? Though your parents not home. You can still go. That's right, probably should go myself. Visit grandparents or something. Visit my grandfather. Too far. Grandfather, you have grandfather? That's my aunt's father. Also Ashley's grandfather. But too far. Probably can't go, other relatives. Nathan thought a bit. Suddenly remembered something. Said. I also have an aunt. But haven't contacted for long. Could visit. Why? Not close with aunt? Not that not close with aunt. Just with aunt's daughter not very good. Chapter 185. She doesn't pay attention to you. But anyway, you should still talk. Aunt's daughter isn't your sister? Like Ashley. Why can't be close? Because her personality's somewhat hard to approach. Cold. Every time talk, she hardly replies. So I almost never talk to her. In Nathan's head appeared an image of someone, but seemed not remember clearly that person's face. Because in memory, seemed never looked carefully at that person's face. So couldn't remember. Haven't contacted for long? Emma curious about this person. Didn't expect in Nathan's family. Had such a person. Quite long. My mom had me somewhat late. She had child 1 or 2 years older than me. That year already in college. Almost a year not meeting. Probably only New Year comes home. Then no problem. I thought you said long time not meeting. Was really long. If close should still visit once. After all you and aunt have good relationship. Nathan thought a bit, then nodded. That's right, then tomorrow let's try visiting. Not very far. Okay. Emma still very happy could meet Nathan's relatives. Felt increasingly could feel. She's part of Nathan's family. 2 finished washing then went to sleep. Already late night. Outside fireworks also stopped. Emma already sleeping in Nathan's arms. While Nathan scrolling phone. Seemed looking for some contact. After a while. He found a name. Name in contacts was Sarah. Nathan opened chat interface. Found no messages. No records at all. Then he opened this person's friend circle. Also empty. Nothing at all. Could this person have deleted me? Nathan felt somewhat confused. Suddenly thought of cold, uncaring appearance. Could be very reasonable. Nathan hesitated whether to send a test message. Send a Happy New Year or something. After all, even if message sent, definitely other side won't reply. But thinking a bit, he still decided not to. After all, we'll know tomorrow. Then he turned off phone and went to sleep. Next day, 2 woke up very early. Wore new clothes. Tidied up a bit then prepared to go out. Going out to buy some things for visiting relatives. Where does your aunt live? How to get there? Emma asked. Don't know where aunt lives. While Nathan also thought a while. Then replied. Taxi will work. About over an hour to arrive. In neighboring city. Alright. 2 called taxi. Went straight to location. Good thing Nathan remembered where aunt's house was. So didn't get lost. After over an hour, they arrived. Arrived at a residential area. Found a building. Go upstairs, they should be home. Nathan and Emma went in together. Took elevator to 8th floor. This house. Nathan pointed at middle door. But didn't advance. But stood in place taking deep breath. Why you look more nervous than me? Isn't it your aunt? What are you worried about? Emma gently patted Nathan's back. To let him relax a bit. Seeing him like this, she couldn't help imagining. Because long time not meeting. Then don't know how now. Important is, that Sarah. Also my aunt's daughter. She probably still coldly won't pay attention. Then might be very awkward. Should I talk to her? No problem. You just talk normally. Don't worry about anything. Her not paying attention is her business. But you still should talk. Emma pushed Nathan. Trying to push him forward. Alright, I know. Nathan stepped forward. Gently knocked on door. Knock knock, after a while. Heard a woman's voice from inside. Who is it, aunt? It's Nathan. I came to visit. Voice from inside very clear. A bit surprised. Very surprised. Immediately, door opened quickly. A woman stood at door. Looking quite young. Also same age as Nathan's mother. Looking quite similar too. Ah, Nathan. You've come. Come in, come in. Nathan's aunt. When seeing Nathan, first was very surprised. Then happy. She smiled brightly. Aunt, Happy New Year. Nathan immediately spoke. Then stepped back a bit. Revealing Emma behind. Introduced. This is my girlfriend. Her name is Emma. Happy New Year, aunt. Emma bowed head. Greeted respectfully. Face smiling brightly. Lily stunned a bit, then looked again. Eyes full of disbelief. She was surprised a while then reacted. Ah, hello, hello. My God, Nathan has a girlfriend? She's so beautiful. Come in, come in. Lily hurriedly invited 2 in. Nathan and Emma also carried things in. Just entering house, Nathan immediately observed around, asked, "Where's my uncle? Oh, where's Sarah?" Lily while pouring tea for two. While replying, "Your uncle went out. Went drinking. Sarah is home. In a while I'll call her out. You sit first." Nathan and Emma sat on sofa. Seemed somewhat awkward. After all, first time visiting relatives. Also didn't know what to talk about. Also didn't know when should leave. Lily poured tea for two. Placed on tea table, then went inside. Knocked on bedroom door. Called, "Sarah, come out." Guess who came? Nathan came. In room, no reply sound. Silence making people doubt whether or not someone there. After a while heard footsteps. Then door opened. Nathan and Emma both stared at door. Door opened. A girl stepped out from room. She possessed a tall, slender figure. Long black glossy hair. Falling on shoulders like waterfall. Delicate and refined face. Like an artwork meticulously carved. Her eyes clear and bright. Wearing natural mineral glasses. Not only didn't hide her beauty. Instead added unique charm. Making her look especially gentle and elegant. Emma looking at her, mouth slightly open. Couldn't help exclaiming, "So beautiful." Chapter 186. Seems not the cold type person. Sarah's eyes first saw Nathan. No fluctuation. Face expressionless. But when she saw Emma beside Nathan, body slightly trembled. In eyes flashed surprise. Along with some strange emotions. But just flashed by. Didn't stay long. So no one noticed. Nathan raised hand waving. "Hello. Long time no see." Sarah just lightly nodded. Somewhat indifferently replied, Nathan lowered hand. Knew reaction would still be like this. Shouldn't have hoped. Thinking her attitude would change. He also didn't know what he did to make her like this. Why treat him like this? See, Nathan still came to visit. You really? Lily also face full of helplessness. Glanced at Sarah once. Then turned to Nathan saying, "Ha ha. Don't mind. She knows but no bad intentions. Don't take to heart. No problem, aunt. I'm used to it." Nathan smiled awkwardly. Pretending not to mind. But actually inside quite uncomfortable. Being treated like this by siblings. Really somewhat sad. Who wouldn't feel uncomfortable? Then Sarah just stared at Emma. Eyes also showing no emotion. Expression especially emotionless. Like facial paralysis. Lily hurriedly spoke. "Oh right. This is Aunt. Let Aunt introduce herself." Emma stood up. Comfortably walked over. Sarah slightly taller than Emma. So Emma slightly raised head. Looking at her, showing friendly smile. "Hello. First time meeting. My name is Emma, Nathan's girlfriend. Happy New Year." Emma extended hand. Wanting to shake Sarah's hand friendly. But facing Emma's enthusiasm, Sarah seemed still no big reaction. "Oh, hello." Sarah nodded. Replied Emma one sentence. Then, hand like wanting to extend. But didn't extend. Like hesitating. Though just fleeting action. But still noticed by Emma. Emma raised eyebrows. Quickly withdrew hand. Looking at her smiled lightly, then sat down. Sarah also didn't stay long. Used 2 seconds confirming nothing. Then returned to bedroom without hesitation. This kid. Lily also helpless. Just watching Sarah. Returned to own room. Not saying another word. Making Nathan extremely awkward. After all guest and relative. Such attitude really chilling. No problem, no problem. Forget it, forget it. We don't mind. Nathan hurriedly waved hand. Indicating not minding Sarah's attitude. Actually he already prepared beforehand. Not surprised by such attitude. While Emma after sitting down was silent. Looking somewhat unusual. Couldn't help frowning. Like thinking about something. Lily hurriedly smiled saying, "Don't mind her. Aunt prepare some food for you. Play comfortably. Here like your own home." When Lily went to kitchen. Emma then softly said in Nathan's ear. "She seems not the cold type person. Seems not intentional." Nathan turned looking at Emma. Face somewhat surprised. Asked. What do you mean?" "I mean, she seems just too strict." "Strict?" Nathan's eyes flashed surprise. Couldn't believe looking at Emma. Mainly because he knew Sarah many years. But himself never realized. Result Emma just met already knew she's hard to approach. You sure not? I'm not very sure. But I feel it's like that. My feeling is she wants to say something to you. But doesn't know where to start. And when seeing me, her body slightly tensed. Initially I thought she had grudge against me. But thinking again. Probably because stranger came to house. So she got too nervous. Really unbelievable. Nathan also couldn't help doubting. Started believing Emma's words. He thought back. How long knowing Sarah? Talking to her only got few replies. And she never actively talked to him. Even when he looked straight in her eyes, she would avoid his gaze. So he almost didn't remember clearly her real face. He always thought Sarah too cold. And didn't value him. So always avoided talking to him. But now Emma saying this seemed also reasonable. After all, Sarah not only treated him like this. With others she's also like this. With adults slightly better. Talking more than with him. But with peers almost rarely talked. I guess it's like that. Emma suddenly stopped. Looked down. Didn't continue speaking. Nathan, somewhat surprised, asked, "Why?" "Because I was also like that before," Emma said very softly. Like somewhat embarrassed, head lowered. Really couldn't tell. I thought your personality always open. Before many boys talked to me, I didn't want to reply them. So they kept talking, making me not want to talk anymore. Probably like that. So Sarah might also be like that. Nathan stroked chin. Started reminiscing. What Sarah was like before. Seemed since meeting her. Already been like this. Don't know. What she experienced before. That made her become like this. Probably like that. But you know, when you came, she came out of room. I think she doesn't not want to talk to you. Otherwise, she wouldn't have come out. So maybe just doesn't know what to say. Makes sense. Nathan nodded, agreeing with Emma's words, looking like understood. Thinking back, all these years been like this. Maybe wanted to say something. But in end couldn't say it. That feeling definitely not comfortable. So is there any way to solve? Chapter 187. You really like reading, sister. In room, Sarah sitting at study desk. Long legs crossed, holding a book in hand. Intently reading. She pushed up glasses, eyes not leaving novel. She saw a sentence. I'm afraid of meeting strangers. She made notes again. Trivial matters. She appeared. But when time really need to go. Then I can't not go. Sarah put book down. Picked up pen. Slowly wrote this sentence in her notebook. At this time, suddenly knocking on room door. Sarah reflexively used hand pressing on notebook. Like startled. She raised head looking toward door. Feeling startled reduced somewhat. Sarah, it's Nathan. Can we come in play a bit? Aunt quite busy. We don't want to bother her. She heard sound outside. First blinked. Stood still few seconds. Then started cleaning desk. Nathan and Emma stood outside door. Nathan looked at Emma. Asked. Will this method work? Will she agree? Nathan somewhat doubtful. Though before never tried directly like this. Because after seeing Sarah's attitude, he didn't want to actively say more. Today too direct. Made him somewhat worried. Afraid would be coldly rejected. Emma really not certain. But still encouraged saying, if guessed right. Probably she won't refuse. She just doesn't know what to say. Not that doesn't like us. What if guessed wrong? Then very awkward. Emma giggled, pulled Nathan's hand. Hugged Nathan's arm, like seeking protection. For unexpected situations happening later. But we should also help her. Her condition already serious. If continues like this, sooner or later we'll have autism. About 1 minute later. Still no movement from inside. Nathan and Emma looked at each other. Both smiled helplessly. Both about to turn and leave. Right at this time, door suddenly made soft sound. Door opened. Nathan and Emma immediately showed joy. Turned looking toward door, expectantly. After opening door, might welcome them. Or might scold them. Which case would it be? Just saw Sarah poke head from room. Carefully looked at two outside. Then fully opened door. She leaned body to side. Like making way for two. Please come in, I just finished cleaning. Sarah's voice very soft, but enough for two to hear. Nathan and Emma looked at each other again. Both smiled, showing smiles. Finally guessed right. Sarah indeed hard to approach person. Not like Nathan imagined cold person. Difficult. Emma also understood. Nathan after being with her gradually became more tactful. Before he was just straightforward boy. If he could realize Sarah hard to approach, that would be strange. Then sorry for bothering. Nathan and Emma entered Sarah's room. Just entering couldn't help being stunned. Immediately thought of Ashley's room. After all besides her room. They never seen anyone else's room. Compared to Ashley's room full of entertainment. Sarah's room really completely opposite. This room mainly books. Bookshelf already full of books. Books with no space placed on shelf top. And on study desk. Even beside study desk also piled with books. Ashley's room. Walls had posters. Decorated with hanging objects everywhere. While Sarah's room walls clean. Besides bookshelf and study desk. Only bed and wardrobe. However, Emma just entering immediately noticed. On Sarah's bed had quite large doll. Having doll on bed normal thing. Also dolls at Ashley's house. But very many. Here only one single. Moreover, Emma noticed. That doll had repair marks. Seemed existed very long. If not guessing wrong. This probably doll. Sarah hugs sleeping every night. Room very neat. Very clean. If entering Ashley's room. Can feel freedom. Bustling and fun. But entering Sarah's room. Feel quietness. Peaceful and reassuring. Can say these two completely different styles. Emma looked at books on study desk. Gently asked. Sister really likes reading? Sister. Sarah immediately lowered head. Hiding herself. Her hands kept playing with fingernails. Looking quite awkward. Emma smiled lightly. With gentle smile. Continued saying. Thank you sister for letting us in to play. Sister no problem. Don't need to mind us. We just look at books, okay? Okay. Sarah nodded. Replied one sentence. She slowly raised head looking at Emma. Saw her sunshine-like smile. She only looked 1 second. Then lowered head again. Didn't dare look straight at Emma. Emma picked 2 books from desk. Gave Nathan one. Nathan stunned a bit. Then slowly received. He didn't understand what Emma planned. Why give him book? He didn't like reading these things. Novels or essays whatever. He just looking gets sleepy easily. Emma opened book. Read a bit. Nathan also imitated her. Opened random page. Pretending to read. But actually he recognized each word. But when combined into sentences understood nothing. He, a soldier fighting battles, really couldn't understand. After a while, Emma suddenly holding book, walked to Sarah's side. But kept certain distance. Sister, this book you definitely like right? I see you already bought 3-volume set. Moreover inside you also made notes. I also read this work before. Really liked. But when analyzing work construction techniques. Somewhat difficult. Including I Ching creation. Writing thought flow and other analyses not comprehensive enough. Sister can you tell me? Emma gave book in hand to Sarah. Face showing pleading. Big round eyes. Like eyes with light. You really care? Sarah raised head. Pushed glasses a bit. Blinked. Looking at Emma unbelievably. Really sister? Tell me please. If not bothering you that's great. Chapter 188 Though we're family we're also friends. This matter not bothersome. Sarah pressed lips. Hesitated a bit. Still hadn't decided whether to help Emma. While Emma already sat straight beside Sarah. Sarah slightly trembled. Moved aside a bit. Clearly somewhat unaccustomed. Body also became somewhat stiff. But don't know if politeness. Or didn't dare say anything. She also didn't refuse. Like already agreed. Just Sarah slowly raised hand pointing a book. Made very soft sound. Started explaining to Emma. Initially words broken. Voice also very soft. But gradually, when Emma gently asked. Seemed made Sarah gradually relax a bit more. Voice became a bit louder. Also more fluent. Nathan stood beside silently. Listening inside couldn't help admiring Emma's skill. Just a few short sentences. She had made Sarah open up a bit. She had lived until now. Also first time hearing Sarah say so much, so she also didn't dare make any sound. Afraid of bothering them. Wow sister, you're so knowledgeable. Really admire you. If only I were as smart as you. Emma didn't spare praise, looking at Sarah with eyes full of admiration. Tone also very sincere. Words making people feel happy from bottom of heart. Sarah immediately lowered head, but ears secretly turned red. Such level of attack, for her was a bit too strong. Thank you, however. Sarah still didn't forget to say thanks. Perhaps this sentence also forced herself to say. Emma curved lips smiling. Knew Sarah could still be guided. Not the unchangeable state. If so, we can start next step. Sister, what's the relationship between you and Nathan? Nathan said before bringing me here. He and you have quite good relationship. Emma spoke up, raised head looking at Nathan once, like signaling Nathan with eyes. Sarah, after hearing, also unconsciously looked at Nathan once. Found Nathan also looking at her. At this time both faces seemed. Both showed embarrassment. Sarah stunned few seconds. Opened mouth, but couldn't say anything. After all she herself very clear about her attitude toward Nathan. If this could also be called good, then really too unreasonable. So what should I say? Say relationship very bad? Wouldn't that be slapping Nathan's face? Sarah at this time almost wanted to explode herself. Didn't know what to say. Face getting redder. Completely red from embarrassment. Emma hurriedly again signaled Nathan with eyes. At this time he must say something. Otherwise really will pressure Sarah to death. Nathan immediately reacted. Slowly opened mouth saying, "Oh. Relationship between me and Sarah quite good. Just she doesn't know how to express." I understand. Nathan said so. But inside secretly thought, she just understood Sarah's meaning just now. Before always thought, relationship between her and me already bad to worst. After Nathan finished speaking, Emma secretly praised him once. Nathan's words really wonderful. Achieved result she needed. Because solving problems really needs understanding from others. Sarah doesn't know how to express. Definitely doesn't want others misunderstanding her. If Nathan can say these words, definitely will have wonderful effect. Indeed, just hearing Nathan's words. Sarah still silent, eyes wide open. Face full of disbelief. She really didn't think Nathan could say these words. She treated him with such attitude. Yet how could he understand her? Nathan saw quite good effect. Then continued speaking. So, you also don't make it hard for her. We're all family. Just understanding each other is enough. I understand. Emma and Nathan cooperating perfectly. Making Sarah extremely surprised now. She always thought she would be someone no one understands forever. Adults needn't mention. She tried her best to make them think she's just introverted. Reply normally but absolutely not say one more sentence. Trying to maintain until now. Among friends really couldn't bear. Whether relatives or classmates. They all thought she's absolutely cold person. No one could talk to her. More than 3 sentences. Couldn't bear her attitude. So she never thought about herself. Completely not having even one friend. She didn't expect on this first day of New Year. On first day of year. She met someone who understands her. And this person really someone she couldn't expect. Actually one of her own relatives. Nathan, who normally almost no contact. Even his girlfriend also seemed to understand her well. Sarah seemed wanting to say something. She placed hands on thighs clenching into fists. Nathan and Emma both didn't speak. Just quietly looking at Sarah. Patiently waiting for her. After about 1 minute. Sarah then raised head looking at Nathan. Softly said, "Sorry." When Sarah said this sentence, Emma's eyes widened, mouth also slightly open, eyes full of amazement, making Sarah say this sentence. She couldn't imagine how important it was. Their action immediately achieved great progress and success. Nathan completely stunned. After a while reacted, waved hand saying, "Sister, why apologize? I understand you. Just don't know what to say. Not intentionally doing anything. So you don't need to apologize. We're family. Such small matter no problem." Right. Sister, don't worry. No matter what relationship you have with others, you completely don't need to worry about anything. Don't need to think what to say well. Don't need to think about attitude. We're both family and also friends. Emma reached out hand, gently placed on Sarah's arm. Her body slightly trembled, but didn't have discomfort with Sarah's contact. When hearing Emma's words, Sarah pressed lips. Friends. Right, friends. Sister can tell us anything. Whether need help or just need someone to listen. We definitely won't refuse. Though I just met you first time. But I really like you. Chapter 189. Sister, you're already wonderful. These years, sister has been through a lot. Sister. Sister, just call me little Emma or Emma. Don't need to be polite. Sister. Emma slightly smiled. She drew beautiful curve on lips. Looking at Sarah with gentle smile. Nathan also had to admire Emma's communication ability. No wonder she has so many friends. Who could resist such attack? In just few short minutes achieving such result. Just one, sister. Called even more intimate than real sister. He himself never called Sarah sister. Coming here, most people definitely would have very good impression of Emma's psychology. Hard to imagine. Such person before was also someone without friends. Yet psychology so good, could overcome that. Becoming so cheerful. Probably all credit of Emma's parents. At that time, she definitely most important influence from family. From this can see, Emma's parents definitely very good people. Such pity good people had to endure such misfortune. Like, really very good. Hope you and Nathan always happy. Sarah stammered saying these words. Voice though still small, but very clear. Emma after hearing, first slightly stunned, then immediately opened arms wide. Hugged Sarah's body tightly. Wow, thank you sister. Sister, don't worry. I definitely won't disappoint you. Sarah being hugged tightly. Body became stiff again. Her cheeks flushed red in just 1 second. From neck to ears also turned red. Nathan seeing her like this, hurriedly told Emma to let go. Otherwise in a while Sarah might faint. All right, let go. Emma giggled. Let go hands. Sarah then slowly relaxed body. Just now, actually was Emma's brave test. To prepare for next step. If test successful then situation like now. Then she could continue final step. Making Sarah completely open heart. Sister, I know. Definitely you had something in past greatly affecting you. Your personality definitely not innate. Definitely something affected you. Sister, can you tell me? Emma could already determine. Sarah not born like this. Otherwise definitely couldn't. Gradually improve under her guidance. Definitely something affected her. That definitely past experience. Like what she herself experienced. Such situation needs understanding most. So she wanted to ask. What exactly affected Sarah? After Emma asked this question, Sarah fell into silence. She pressed lips. Lowered head. Shadows covered her face again. Emma also not hurried. Just quietly waiting. She knew Sarah would speak. Definitely would speak. Few minutes later, Sarah then slowly opened mouth. Spoke one word. Emma and Nathan both listened carefully. Afraid missing any word. Sarah looked at floor. Then continued saying. When I was small, in kindergarten. Because sick had to shave all hair. When I returned to school. They all laughed at me. Said I was none. They took my hat. Used crayons drawing on my head. I from then didn't go to kindergarten anymore. Just stayed home. Until hair grew out then went outside. Sarah's words. Made Nathan and Emma both frown. At that time only 4 to 5 years old. Already experienced such things. Stayed home until hair grew out. At least must take 1 or 2 years. And during that time not going outside. No wonder she became like this. They really have no education. Nathan couldn't help cursing once. He knew children don't understand things. But this harm. Already trampled on a little girl's dignity. This matter really too shameless. Then in elementary school, I didn't dare talk to anyone. They again said I was rude. Sarah lowered head. Seemed recalling her painful memories. No one understanding her also fine. But being misunderstood many times. The more treated like this. She more didn't dare open mouth. More couldn't say words in heart. Forming vicious cycle. Until now. She felt. Only world in books could make her feel at ease. As for communicating with others. Really too scary. Nathan and Emma both silent for a long while. Then, Emma suddenly reached out. Gently placed on Sarah's shoulder. When Sarah raised head, she slowly turned Sarah around. Facing toward herself. Next second, she gently hugged Sarah into arms. Sarah silent, adjusting posture. Eyes flashed surprise. Showed vague expression. Eyes suddenly widened. Before could react, Emma's voice gently rang by her ear. Having experienced such things, yet could persist until now and say these things. If others definitely couldn't do it. Sister really wonderful. Sister has worked hard many years, sister. Emma's words like thunder hitting Sarah's heart. Repeating, hitting her weak heart. Her eyes slightly trembling. Until felt nose stinging. Vision also gradually blurring. Clear tears filled her eyes. Sarah slightly moved lips. She almost about to cry. She many years already. Many years haven't cried. Last time. Was when reading her favorite book. Never had anyone said such words to her. So many years. Everyone's evaluation of her only always introverted. Cold, rude. Never anyone really understood her. Also no one could say what she endured. And right today. Her heart was moved by a girl meeting first time. Solid shield completely broken. Nathan looking at this scene. Pointed at cheek. Looking at Emma with eyes full of pride. Seemed his girlfriend. Really had many excellent points he couldn't expect. Why such person had to endure misfortune. Why had to suffer such injustice. Nathan wanted to tell Sarah. The girl advising her. Also experienced such pain and helplessness. So, she couldn't help speaking to Sarah. Sarah, sister, don't look at her so cheerful, optimistic, and understanding like this. Sister, do you know what she experienced? Chapter 190. Besides, no one experienced such things. Sarah turned looking at Nathan. Somewhat not understanding what he meant. While Emma hearing Nathan's words also understood. Nathan was associating with what she experienced. And he sympathized for her. Also wanted to use her experience. To help Sarah feel better a bit. After all, someone who experienced pain. Could understand others' pain. And that's way to close distance between them. Though this was good idea. But reopening her wounds. For Emma. Was quite painful thing. But, everything already passed. New Year's Day. Let's not mention this again. Emma hesitated a bit. Words also became stammering. This made Sarah also notice abnormality. She felt. Seemed Emma's past really not simple. While Nathan hearing Emma say this. Also closed mouth, not saying more. This made Sarah even more curious. She couldn't imagine, someone with good personality like Emma. What difficult past she experienced. Though not knowing clearly. But she also understood. Way to recall memories. Sarah slowly raised arm. Gently hugged Emma's shoulder. Softly said by her ear. You also worked hard. Emma surprised, eyes widened. After few seconds stunned. Her lips smiled happily. She looked at Nathan sitting there. Nathan gently nodded. Corner of her eyes showed smile. Right. Thank you, sister. Let's be friends. From now on often contact. Emma hurriedly took out phone. Wanting to add Sarah as friend. Currently, she already succeeded opening Sarah's heart. Adding friend definitely won't be refused. Just officially becoming friends. Gradually Sarah won't expect too much. Sarah hesitated. Slowly took out phone. Emma looking at Sarah's phone. She couldn't help being stunned. Eyes widened. Mouth also slightly open. Face full of disbelief. Because she using Nathan's old phone. And hadn't changed. This phone already outdated. Even stopped selling. But Sarah's phone even older than hers. Could still be considered smartphone. Just go back few more generations. Probably would become elderly phone. Sarah opened friend list. Emma glanced over. Really very miserable. Probably only less than 10 people. Emma added Sarah as friend. Looking at Nathan asked. You not adding your sister as friend? I have her as friend. Probably if she didn't delete me. Then can find. Nathan embarrassedly pointed at Sarah. Smiled bitterly saying, Emma somewhat surprised looking at Nathan. Didn't expect Nathan had Sarah as friend. Just now Sarah's list. She saw only less than 10 people. Among them one was Nathan. She really didn't notice this. Sarah lowered head. Softly said, only Nathan was the one who asked for my contact. Others. They all didn't ask. Haha, probably I'm too difficult. Nathan embarrassedly laughed. He realized at that time. Maybe also didn't pay attention to that. After all, straightforward man, quite careless. Also didn't care about these things. Directly asked for contact. Others. Definitely after seeing Sarah's attitude. They gave up. So didn't dare ask for number. Emma at this time finally understood. Because Nathan was only one actively asking for Sarah's contact. Yet now only got Sarah's agreement. Let them into play. Maybe in Sarah's heart, she really thought relationship with Nathan quite good. Sister, are you in college now? College freshman? Emma put phone down. Looking at Sarah. Continued asking. Sarah nodded. Softly said, freshman at Columbia. Columbia University. Columbia? Emma blinked. She stunned for a while. Then raised head, looking at Nathan suspiciously. Nathan, somewhat confused, asked, what's wrong? Is Columbia University good? Is it tier 1 or tier 2 school? That's not it. Columbia University is the school Ashley's parents chose for her to test into. Nathan's eyes widened, really shocked at that time. Before understanding what happened, his head quickly spinning, thought for a while, finally understood. Then, we said must test into same school. Is this Columbia? Right. Oh, what a coincidence, Nathan and Emma both exclaimed. Couldn't help sighing. Didn't expect Sarah was student of this school. Seems Sarah studies very well. Otherwise how could test into that university? Who is Ashley? Sarah slowly asked. Nathan replied, oh, that's my cousin. My mom isn't eldest aunt. And also Ashley's younger. Relationship is like that. Oh, so you just said want to test into my school? Sarah gently tentatively asked, blinking looking at Nathan and Emma. Emma smiled saying, right. If we pass test, we'll be your juniors. Really great. Three chatted a bit more. Sarah also gradually started relaxing around Emma. She didn't hurry making everything too rushed. So, before lunch, she prepared to leave with Nathan. Lily still wanted them to stay for lunch. But they refused. Still let Sarah slowly accept everything this morning. Definitely she needs a day in room to digest everything. Then can completely adapt. Before leaving, Emma also said to Sarah, sister, when free text me. I'll treat you to dinner. Don't refuse. Sarah stood at door, looking at Emma smile. She slowly raised hand, softly replied, okay. At this time Lily eyes wide open looking. Her daughter. She understood situation very clearly. Letting two into room to play already made her unbelievable. Who knew when leaving still seeing them off? And even arranged to eat together. Really her daughter? After two left, Lily held Sarah's hand, softly asked, Nathan's girlfriend, is a very good girl, right? Very good. Chapter 191, Beautiful Gentle Younger Sister. 12th graders' winter break about to end. Only few days left. For them. Seemed break just started, then quickly ended. Before could enjoy anything. That day, Emma and Nathan at home studying together. Besides going out on first day. Rest of time both at home studying. Atmosphere. Even more tense than at school. Emma also took out 200% seriousness. During studying process, her expression very serious. As if temporarily forgot. Their lovers. While Nathan also very cooperative. Like studying in extremely strict tutoring class. At least for him. This tutoring class. Also the best. Emma studies very well. Plus their relationship. Emma understands Nathan well. So teaching style very suitable for him. Studying really very comfortable. Too tired, rest a bit. Nathan let go hands. Leaning on chair. Whole person breathed relief. Like just held breath. Actually this also showed. He always intense state. Didn't dare slack off. Just studying. Being too tense also not good. But this was method Nathan discovered, good method for him. Just maintaining this state, his learning ability would increase. Studying would be many times more effective. Emma, after Nathan relaxed, also immediately changed state. She went behind Nathan, started massaging Nathan's shoulders. Hard work, want to eat fruit? I'll go cut for you. No need, you also worked hard. Let's rest a bit. Later still have to continue studying. Nathan suddenly hugged Emma, placed her sitting on his lap. Emma also obediently lay in Nathan's arms. She really liked being hugged by Nathan. That feeling gave her absolute safety. Right at this time, Emma's phone rang. She's somewhat surprised. Don't know at this time who sent her message. She took out phone looking. Immediately, she excitedly showed Nathan. Sister Sarah sent me message. She really sent me message. God, really unbelievable. Nathan surprised looking at phone. Didn't expect. Really message from Sarah. Quality of this message. Only they knew how important it was. She really remembered what I said about treating her to dinner. Oh, she asks if free this afternoon? Tomorrow have to return to school. Emma very happy. So, Sarah really remembered my words. At least she already considers me friend. Otherwise for Sarah, saying these words harder than taking her life. Nathan smiled saying, this message I feel she definitely revised for 2 days. Then hesitated another 2 days before sending. I also feel so. She might. Right when we left. First day already started composing message. Until today, the last day, finally forced herself to send. So let's call her out for dinner. We're also resting a bit. Emma nodded. Immediately replied to Sarah's message. Afraid if she replied slowly, she would delete the message. Few minutes later, finally they finished arranging. Emma replied messages lightning fast, while Sarah though responding quite slowly. But they knew, this speed was already quite fast. At least didn't make them wait several more days. Let's go pick her up. All right. Nathan and Emma quickly tidied up a bit. Then went out. They didn't want to let Sarah go alone too far, because she might go then regret. Then turn back home. So they decided to directly pick her up. After going downstairs, they called a car and went directly to Sarah's house. When arrived, they saw Sarah standing waiting. Her nose and cheeks red from cold. Must have been waiting a long time. With her personality, couldn't let others wait for her, so maybe she'd been waiting over half hour already. Sister, we've arrived. Emma got out and called loudly. Hurriedly ran toward Sarah. Sarah quickly looked around, looking if anyone around, like she afraid that loud call just now would be heard by others. When saw no one around, she then walked forward, hesitantly opened arms, hugged Emma. So cold, why not wait for us to arrive then come down? Emma raised head looking at Sarah. Seeing her so frozen, heart also felt somewhat pained. I couldn't let you wait for me, Sarah softly replied. Nathan stood beside urging, all right. Let's quickly find place to eat. Outside already cold enough. Let's find warm place for her quickly. Let's go. Emma said. What do you want to eat, sister? I'll eat anything. Sarah definitely knew Sarah would reply like that. Though, she still had to ask. Actually, even without asking, they already decided. Just to save time, 3 of them went to a shopping mall. Nathan and Emma had seen online said there's famous restaurant here. Very delicious. Many people come here to check in. So they decided to try. Whether tasty or not figure later. Important is price quite expensive. And crowded place. Also to let Sarah get used to. With crowded space, so she could be more comfortable. This place too crowded, or should we? Sarah looked at storefront. Inside already many people. Empty tables, only very few left. Besides school, she really never been to such crowded places. So somewhat worried. But Nathan and Emma didn't care about these things. They directly pulled Sarah inside. Don't worry, it's fine. Going with me. Don't be afraid, Emma comforted her. Pulled Sarah into restaurant. Sarah lowered head. Let Emma pull along. When they sat down, started ordering. Both gave menu to Sarah. Told her to try choosing herself. Nathan, no. Class monitor. Right then. A voice broke three people's atmosphere. This voice, very sudden, made Sarah startled. Nathan and Emma also surprised. Raised heads looking. They saw owner of this voice, couldn't help frowning. Kevin, why are you here? I'm eating with family. Kevin pointed at another table. Then looked toward Sarah. Sarah slowly raised head. Kevin's eyes immediately widened. Mouth gaped. Oh God, such a beautiful girl. Chapter 192, what kind of look was that? Kevin's eyes wide open. He rubbed his eyes, doubting if he saw wrong. In real world, he could see such beautiful girl. She's both graceful and intellectual. Also gentle yet charming. Really his ideal type. Girl like this, before only could see in comics. Who knew would appear right before his eyes. Sarah seeing Kevin, a stranger. Quietly lowered head. Silent, saying nothing. Whole person emitting an aura. Making others feel want to stay away. Expression and eyes completely cold. If others saw this scene, definitely would automatically back away. But Kevin seemed to ignore this aura. He rubbed hands looking at Nathan and Emma. These two are your friends? Could you not bother us? We're eating. Nathan didn't say anything, just replied one sentence. You just made Sarah possibly. Relax a bit. Yet you came, making all effort just now. Become wasted. Kevin completely ignored Sarah's cold feeling. Even didn't care about that oppressive atmosphere. Kevin heard the hint in Nathan's words. But he had no intention of leaving. Now, he just met such a girl. How could he give up? Kevin looked at Nathan. Smiling like flower, said, Don't say that. Class monitor Nathan, we're friends. You didn't forget what you helped me with before, right? You mean when you wanted to pursue Ashley? Asked me to deliver love letter. Then got rejected? That's not it. Then you don't remember our business cooperation? You mean when you angrily came to find trouble with me? And lost in arm wrestling match? Kevin, you. Nathan smiled awkwardly. His whole face full of embarrassment. He often boasted in front of friends that he and Nathan were very close friends. Said so much even he believed it was true. But thinking back, relationship between him and Nathan not that close. Maybe Nathan didn't even have impression of him. Just Nathan had good personality. Didn't calculate with him. He suddenly felt embarrassed. Smiled bitterly. Ha ha ha. Emma couldn't help it. Immediately covered mouth laughing. Inside thinking, Nathan really didn't give Kevin any face. In front of Sarah, Nathan made Kevin lose all face. Kevin saw Emma laughing. Suddenly had a thought flash in head. Then couldn't let himself lose position in this girl's eyes. If couldn't leave good impression in her eyes, at least must make her remember me. As for image slowly improve later. First must make her remember me. Yet when Kevin full of expectation looked at Sarah, his smile immediately extinguished. Sarah completely no reaction at all. And her expression seemed even colder than before. What's going on? She hates me? Or is she thinking I should go die? But we just met first time. She hasn't said anything. Haven't done anything. Why treat me like this? And at this time, Sarah had many thoughts in head. She completely didn't know how she looked outside now. Just thought she was still normal. Can't be like this person. Is Nathan and Emma's classmate. After all should greet once. Otherwise really rude. Sarah raised eyes looking at Kevin. But just a passing glance. Then lowered head again. No good, no good. Greeting too hard. Kevin at this time stunned. Just now he saw very clearly. Now don't understand anything. In his heart thinking, she just looked at me once? And was very fierce look too. That look. He clearly saw cold and emotionless. So he, not welcome to this extent? Did he do something wrong? I just came to say hi. Just for that. Got looked at like that? Then Sarah decided. Though couldn't greet successfully. At least should smile once. That's minimum courtesy. Hi and right after. Sarah raised head. A cold smile appeared at corner of her mouth. Kevin scared to step back one step. Gasped out breath. His whole body shook. Two hands unconsciously raised. Shielding in front of body. Trying to protect himself. He never saw such cold smile. This smile full of contempt. Eyes like could cut. That was smile completely treating him like trash. Need to treat him like this? Is he insect in her eyes? No good, he must leave. Immediately, right now. He had feeling. If stay here more, he would be hurt, wounded all over. He would be embarrassed to death. Even more painful than Nathan's words. Hey, Nathan, class monitor. I have to go first. My mom calling me. See you again? He hurriedly said then. Kevin quickly turned and left. Not looking back. This was first time he felt afraid of a girl. He couldn't believe such cold woman existed. Like in her eyes everyone. Not worth a penny. He originally thought he could endure everything. Even if girls didn't like him. He could still cling on. But facing this girl, he didn't have enough courage. When saw Kevin hurriedly leave, Sarah stunned for a while. Then she realized she did wrong again. Definitely because she couldn't control emotions. Scared people also bothered Nathan and Emma. After all, situations like this happened many times. She always unintentionally hurt others. Sarah raised head, looking at two opposite, with apologetic expression. Wanted to say sorry, but didn't know how to start. Before could say anything. She saw two on other side lowering heads. Biting lips laughing, like just saw something. Really funny. See, he got scared. Ha ha, dying of laughter. See, who told him to keep bothering people? Not right timing at all. Also didn't think about others' feelings. Really made people uncomfortable. This made Sarah couldn't understand. She softly asked, "Aren't you his friends?" Nathan and Emma looked at each other. Then turned looking at Sarah. Together said, "That's special case. So fast school day arrived. What about exams? I probably don't have much confidence." Nathan and Emma walking on road to school. Both wearing couple coats. Also wearing same scarf. Leaning on each other. Seemed not feeling winter's cold at all. Emma breathed out smoke. Lips smiled saying, "It's fine. You'll definitely improve a lot. Moreover, this isn't college entrance exam. It doesn't mean anything. Still one more semester. Don't worry." Emma reached out hand. Gently patted Nathan's head, comforting him. Nathan breathed out, having Emma's comfort. He felt much more relieved. Ding. Right then, Emma's phone rang. She took out looking. Found was Sarah's message. "You see, she sent us pictures of Columbia University." "Really? Yesterday after dinner went home. Seems you talked with her very long." Nathan looked at Emma's phone. Indeed, message from Sarah. Before, he definitely couldn't think of this situation. Even making Sarah actively send messages. Really not easy at all. Now she can chat normally with me. Though sometimes, can still feel she's somewhat scared. But compared to before, already much better. Emma smiled, nodding. She replied to Sarah's message. After arriving at school, two temporarily separated. Can't easily enter school. When entering classroom, they found they were last two to arrive. Homeroom teacher, Mr. Wong, already standing at podium. "You're almost late, know that? Quickly go to your seats." Mr. Wong helplessly looked at two. Yes. Nathan and Emma under whole class's attention. Seemed somewhat awkward. So they lowered heads, though their relationship. Whole class surely everyone knew. Two still very close. Probably just few more months. Lily turned head back. Said to classmate behind, "Rose." Rose still lowering head doing homework. Heard Lily's voice but didn't raise head. Isn't that good?" Rose softly replied. But hands still not stopping writing. Lily frowned, glancing at her. "Really strange. Your reaction so calm like that. Nothing interesting at all. Then what else do you want?" Rose shrugged. With uncaring look. But at this time she saw word she just wrote. Actually was word, uncle. She hurriedly used pen, crossing out and blacking out. Pretending nothing happened. And continued writing. Nathan sat in his seat. When he put backpack down, a lollipop rolled onto his desk. Nathan glanced beside. Then picked up candy and put away. "You don't look very energetic. Yesterday played games until midnight again?" Ashley shook head. Tiredly said. "Actually opposite. So many days I haven't played games. That's why tired like this. Doing nothing. Also didn't participate in New Year activities. Didn't spend any energy. Even absent from guild battle. So your New Year was that busy?" I originally planned to have you do some quests for my account. But forget it, oh well. I don't have time. This whole semester I can't play long. I have to prepare for college entrance exam. My family insists I must test into that school. Ashley raised hand, tiredly slumped on desk, looking very uncomfortable. Columbia University? Emma and I also plan to test there. That school quite good. Oh, right, Columbia University. My mom also said when have time. Let us visit there once. After all, not very far. Nathan nodded. That's fine. Just happens someone there can receive us. Who? An older sister of mine. My aunt's daughter. She's Columbia University student. Probably if we go there, can find her. Probably. If before, Nathan definitely wouldn't dare say this. But now can. After all, Emma and she are friends now. She also has no reason to refuse. When free, let's go. Walk around a bit. That's good, let me tell my mom. Ashley didn't ask more, nodded agreeing. So has connection with Nathan. Then definitely has some relationship. With acquaintance like this, even better. Alright, quiet down. At this time Mr. Wong standing in front clapping hands, signaling whole class to be quiet. Stop talking. Everyone raised heads, looking toward Mr. Wong. Don't know what he'll say. There's something. You all listen. We have a transfer student. She'll study with us this final semester. Study with us. Come in. Mr. Wong called loudly toward classroom door. Students all frowned, faces full of questions. Looking at each other, faces ridden with surprise. Already final semester. Only about 4-5 months until college entrance exam. Why transfer student at this time? Who would transfer schools at such important time? While everyone's still confused, a student from outside slowly walked in. Her long black hair tied in ponytail. Wearing uniform, looking very lively and energetic. Under long eyelashes were bright and big eyes. Straight nose. Small lips, looking very cute. Smooth white skin made her face look easy to grasp. Seemed very soft and smooth. Height not too outstanding, but also normal female student height. When walked in with backpack on shoulder. Could tell she was very happy. Ashley's eyes immediately lit up. She raised head, neck like wanting to stretch out. Didn't expect transfer student to be beautiful girl. Nathan and Lucas had no reaction. Both tilted heads, frowning. Like thinking about something. Emma secretly looked at Nathan. Seeing what his expression was like. Introduce yourself. Mr. Wong nodded. Looking at girl in front saying. Yes, teacher. Girl directly went to podium. Picked up chalk. Then wrote her name on board. With confident manner. This like what usually seen on TV. Very rare to see in real life. But now they witnessed it. Crystal Snow, that's my name. Call me whatever. Little Snow, Little Crystal. Crystal Snow, thank you everyone. Girl's face showed sweet smile. While talking slightly bowed head. Greeting classmates. She looked really bright and cheerful. You sit behind Emma. She's class monitor. Anything ask her. Chapter 194, I still feel something's off about her. Hello class monitor. Crystal Snow sat down behind Emma. Smiled greeting her. Then arranged her things. Emma politely smiled back. Hello. Call me Emma. Alright, Crystal Snow nodded. Then took out books. Preparing to start class. Really strange transferring at this time. But seems also fine. After all, already final semester. Also nothing more to learn. Mostly just review. Don't need to worry about lesson progress. Nathan glanced at Crystal Snow. Secretly muttered once. Then didn't look at her anymore. Ashley still staring at Crystal Snow. Like waiting for her to turn head, looking toward her. But waited long. She still no reaction. Definitely concentrating on studying. So she didn't look anymore. Lowered head replying to Nathan. Maybe special reason. Like old school didn't have good learning environment. Or being bullied. Or like Lucas. Running away for some reason. Nathan smiled faintly. Shook head saying. HMPH. After class ends, you'll know new environment not better at all. Probably she'll be approached by many people. About 5-6 boys. Few more girls. Maybe haven't received love letters yet. Probably wait until afternoon. Really? I guess there'll be one love letter. Nathan raised one finger, with very certain look saying, right, definitely will be. Who would be stupid enough not to recognize opportunity? Oh right, forgot one person. Ashley stunned for a while, then slapped forehead, with expression like just realized something. Her eyes followed to corner of class. There, already someone started writing love letter. First time. Seeing her already moved, but not very good, too ordinary. How to express my extreme sincerity? Kevin muttered to himself, using pen tapping chin, frowning thinking about this problem. He concentrated more than solving math. His idea was must act quickly. Send love letter first. First to show love at first sight. Second to attract that person's attention. If wait until many people send love letters, he won't stand out anymore. Opportunity will be gone. Whether successful or not doesn't matter. Important is must make people remember me first. Make that person have impression of me. HMPH, Kevin, you're really love expert. This move really brilliant. Kevin leaned head on hand, making pose he thought was very cool. Smiled softly. Couldn't help smiling. What are you laughing at? Hello Mr. Wong. Kevin raised head, when saw Mr. Wong beside. Kevin scared whole body shaking. Almost choked on his own saliva. Immediately, he hurriedly used hands covering desk. Mr. Wong reached out hand. Messy hair. Signaling Kevin to hand over. When Mr. Wang's authority showed, Kevin immediately felt awkward. He could only slowly withdraw hand. Handed over unfinished love letter on his desk. Mr. Wong took the paper. First glanced once, then directly showed disgusted expression. He was homeroom teacher, had seen many love letters, but one written this badly was first time he encountered. Usually, after collecting love letters, procedure was making writer read before whole class. But Mr. Wong thought, if let Kevin read, then whole class definitely couldn't continue studying normally. This paper prepared in advance? What about others, brought them all out? Mr. Wong glanced at love letter paper. Not regular paper from student notebook, but like paper specifically for love letters. Even had colors. Had decorations too. Kevin hesitated a bit, looked up at Mr. Wong, feeling somewhat embarrassed. Also didn't do anything more. Hurry up, when Mr. Wong shouted once. Kevin then slowly reached into desk. Then took out thick stack of paper. All different kinds of paper. Mr. Wang's eyes widened, stunned. Mouth slightly twitched. His face changed color. Ha ha ha. Classroom erupted in loud laughter. Kevin, face red like monkey's butt. You come to school to study or distribute love letters? Tomorrow tell parents come to office. Mr. Wong took those papers. Face immediately became serious. After scolding a while, he left classroom. Laughter in class still hadn't stopped. Kevin still felt very embarrassed. He secretly glanced toward Crystal Snow, wanting to see if she had any reaction. If could make her laugh once would be good. After all considered first person. To leave deep impression on her. Result Crystal Snow seemed not caring at all. Didn't turn head. She still holding notebook. Asking Emma about some problems. This made Kevin feel even more uncomfortable. Originally he planned to chase. Run ahead at starting line. Result like first person eliminated. Haven't started competing already eliminated. Emma, class monitor. Can you show me the schedule? I want to copy it. Alright, what time is lunch? Is there a cafeteria? You eat at the cafeteria? Oh no, I usually bring my own lunch. Crystal Snow always paid attention to Emma. Seemed only caring about her. Kept asking her questions, or talking to her. Emma also replied to each sentence. After all she's class monitor. Should take care of classmates. Mr. Wong also said if anything unclear just ask me. Besides, being a girl I can also talk more with her. If it were a boy I wouldn't do this. She didn't want Nathan to think too much. Far away, Rose was paying attention to Crystal Snow. She showed thoughtful expression. Slightly frowning. Ashley seemed to see through her thoughts. Asked. What's wrong? Because there's a new transfer student. She's class monitor, also normal. Rose without hesitation shook head. Probably not class monitor, but seems somewhat hasty. Something wrong? I don't see it. Probably her personality too lively. Right now she only knows Emma. Wait when knows more people. Probably will treat everyone like that. Lily looked toward Crystal Snow and Emma. She didn't see anything special. Rose didn't oppose Lily's thinking. But she still felt something off. I still feel she's somewhat strange. Chapter 195. Didn't expect you and Emma to match so well. One class period passed. Break time arrived. Most students lowered heads on desk. Preparing to use short time to nap. Don't know why this morning so sleepy. Maybe still not recovered from New Year break. During class, felt really tired. Today is new semester day. Need gentle transition. Tomorrow will start exams. Students need quickly enter tense state. Preparing for college entrance exam. After class ended, Emma stood up from seat. As usual, Emma prepared to find Nathan and Ashley to play. Didn't expect after she stood up and left. Someone followed behind. When Emma came to Nathan's side, before could speak, she heard voice behind class monitor. Can you show me around school? Show me where cafeteria, library, restrooms, etc. are? Emma stunned a bit. She turned head looking. Standing behind her was Crystal Snow. She had hands behind back. Smiling looking at Emma. Nathan and Ashley also raised heads. Looking toward Crystal Snow. Both surprised frowning. Before class, she was clinging to Emma, talking about this and that. They saw everything. Didn't expect after class still wanting to bother Emma. Really sorry. Because right now I only know you. Really thank you. Crystal Snow from behind took out small bag of pastries. Gave to Emma. Her face carried apologetic look. With this attitude, Emma really couldn't refuse. She's new student. Also doesn't know anyone. I'm class monitor. Taking care of her is right thing to do. Moreover, she has very sincere attitude. Also very polite. How could I refuse? Hello everyone. Crystal Snow seemed to react quickly. Again took out 2 more pastries, gave to Nathan and Ashley. Nathan and Ashley looked at each other. Then reached out receiving. Said thanks. Thank you. What are your names? Nathan and Ashley replied together. Wow, your names must be very nice. You too. Nathan and Ashley smiled. Though smiles somewhat stiff. They really never met anyone so enthusiastic, optimistic and cheerful like this. Feeling. Seemed she even better at socializing than Emma. This for them. 2 people with weak social skills. Really hard to accept her attitude. Then, Emma led Crystal Snow leaving classroom. Led her touring around school. Ashley watched their figures. Softly said to Nathan. She seems to have no weakness to criticize. Usually people like this, the more normal the stranger. Nathan nodded. Continued saying. But don't need to be too defensive. Just a student. What could she have? Can't intend to kill or burn houses. Probably just some scheming. We don't need to be too close with her. At lunchtime, Emma came to Nathan and Ashley's side. 3 eating together. Haven't sat long. Crystal Snow brought food she bought. Sat down beside Emma. 3 somewhat surprised. But didn't say more. Can you share with me a bit? This dish I find quite good. Share with you all. Crystal Snow shared good food she bought with 3 people. They somewhat embarrassedly received. But couldn't refuse. Had to reluctantly accept. And said thanks. This made them have no reason to refuse Crystal Snow. For them, they all didn't want to refuse. Others' kindness. Then you also try our food. Emma pushed her lunchbox over. Preparing to let Crystal Snow try a bit. Wow, then I won't be polite. Crystal Snow happily picked small piece. Put in mouth. Oh, she let out small surprised sound. But that sound quickly disappeared. After stunned about 2 seconds. Her eyes lit up. Wow. So delicious. Did you make this yourself? Oh no, this is I. Nathan made it. Emma pointed toward Nathan. Softly said, really? So you know how to cook? Amazing. Oh wait, your lunch is made by him? Crystal Snow somewhat surprised. Looking at Emma. Then looking at Nathan. She blinked. Slowly showed surprised expression. Emma lightly nodded. Replied. He's my boyfriend. Oh, I see. Didn't expect you and Nathan match so well. Crystal Snow after hearing. She smiled brightly. Like a girl who likes gossip. Like just heard shocking news. Ah, thank you. Emma hearing Crystal Snow say they match well. Immediately showed sincere smile. Lunchtime quickly passed. And then, Emma continued leading Crystal Snow touring school. Nathan and Ashley sat in place. Seemed they were thinking something, did you notice? After a while, Ashley softly spoke, Probably she already decided to praise when eating what you made. Probably didn't expect food really delicious. The later praise was sincere. Nathan nodded, Really strange. Probably wants to deliberately make us happy. Seems quite scheming. Evening after school, Crystal Snow also went with Nathan and others. Going home. And happily said goodbye at door. Bye, be careful going home. See you tomorrow. When two walked away. In Crystal Snow's bag phone rang. Crystal Snow hurriedly took phone from bag. Pressed answer and tentatively asked, Hello? How did today feel? A man's voice came from other end. Very deep, like carrying unclear pressure. Crystal Snow showed happy smile. Happily replied, Very good. Classmates and teachers all very good to me. Study atmosphere also great. Other end silent for a while. Then slowly spoke, Have you met that person? Hearing this sentence, Crystal Snow's smile immediately extinguished. Expression became serious. All day today. Never saw her with such expression. Met. Her voice also became deeper. Like completely change. Don't disappoint Dad, okay? Got it, don't worry, Dad. Chapter 196. Should we invite her to dinner? Nathan and Emma arrived home. Immediately changed student uniforms. Nathan opened mouth asking, What did Crystal Snow say to you today? Did you feel anything strange about her? Didn't say anything. Just felt she's a bit too enthusiastic. Also treats me well. Also quite smart. Probably studied very well before. Emma recalled whole day today. When with Crystal Snow. Felt very normal. Nothing different. You should lower a bit. We're not very familiar now. I keep feeling she's quite scheming. Why, actually for me. Whether she's scheming or not doesn't matter. As long as she. Emma stopped midway speaking. She was going to say. As long as Crystal Snow doesn't use schemes. On Nathan is fine. As long as she has no intentions toward Nathan. Then it's fine. She also can't hurt me. Also doesn't matter if hurts me. But probably no problem. After all, people with strange personalities. Or too outstanding like this. Around me not few. Then Nathan started preparing dinner. Currently, they take turns cooking. Tonight Nathan's turn. About half hour later. Dinner ready. Though only two of them. So eating anything no problem. Ding dong, right then. Doorbell suddenly rang. Nathan and Emma stunned. Both looked toward door. Stunned few seconds. At this time who could it be? Nathan used apron wiping hands then walked out. To door asked. Who is it? Hello. I'm new neighbor moved next door. Can I borrow something? Today I just moved here. A female voice came from outside. Hearing this voice, Nathan and Emma immediately showed surprised expressions. Both looked at each other. Eyes full of disbelief. Can't be? Emma quickly stood up. Approached Nathan looking toward door. Then slowly opened door. Person at door. They really didn't guess wrong. It was Crystal Snow. She just said moved to neighbor next door. Could this request be real? Crystal Snow saw Nathan and Emma. She stunned. Then eyes widened. Face full of joy. She smiled brightly. Like girl who likes gossip. Like just heard shocking news. Thank you. Emma didn't directly answer Crystal Snow's question. But stepped outside looking toward next door house and asked. Don't tell me you really moved next door? Right, I just moved here today. Really such coincidence. So great, I was worried about difficult neighbors. Since it's you, I'm relieved. Crystal Snow showed smile. Happily said, can't be such coincidence. Nathan frowned a bit. Face became extremely vigilant. Couldn't help stepping back. Today he already somewhat suspected this person. Didn't expect evening such coincidence happened. This made him couldn't help suspecting. Crystal Snow might have investigated them living here. And deliberately moved here. Emma stepped forward asking, "What do you need to borrow?" "Oh, can I borrow some laundry detergent?" Emma went inside. After a while, she took out small bottle of detergent gave to Crystal Snow. "Not much left. You just take it." "Thank you." Crystal Snow took detergent and nodded thanks. Then suddenly remembered something. "Oh right. In return, I just made Coca-Cola chicken wings. Want some?" Crystal Snow didn't wait for Nathan and Emma to say anything. She quickly ran to next door house. Just a while later saw her bring out a plate. In plate were several Coca-Cola chicken wings. Don't be polite. Though definitely not as good as Nathan's. But probably quite good. "Thank you." Emma couldn't refuse. She took the plate. Then looked at next door house. "Huh? You living with family? Or living alone?" "I'm living alone. Parents probably busy with work. So I'm here alone." "So you eating dinner alone?" Emma lightly nodded. Then turned looking at Nathan. Two looked at each other. Also looked at plate of Coca-Cola chicken wings. "Looks like this dish made quite well. Should we invite her to dinner together?" Emma softly asked by Nathan's ear. "Usually, in this situation, definitely we should socially invite a bit. Especially knowing she lives alone. Eating dinner alone not good." Nathan nodded. "All right, also want to probe a bit more. Ask few questions." He agreed with this idea. Mainly want to understand Crystal Snow more. See if she poses any danger to Emma. If person with pretend schemes. He'll remind Emma to be careful. And stay away from her. But if she really just overly cheerful, enthusiastic person. Without any schemes then what? Then for them so good. Knows manners and understands social rules. They can't just refuse. And from now on, he can also rest assured letting Emma play with her. Emma continued looking toward Crystal Snow. Said, "Then eat dinner together. Just happens we're also preparing to eat. We also live alone." Crystal Snow raised eyebrows. She clearly didn't expect Emma would invite her. She glanced at Nathan. Seemed wanting to see his reaction. Nathan also nodded, agreeing with Emma's decision. Crystal Snow stunned a bit. Then slowly showed smile. "Oh my. Forget it. Wouldn't that bother you too? I'm not that stupid. Definitely we're already neighbors. Eating together later not too late." Nathan slightly frowned. Seemed didn't expect Crystal Snow would refuse. Emma lightly nodded saying, "Then fine, that's best. If need any help just say." "Got it, I'm going back." Bye. Crystal Snow waved then left. Next door house door closed. Nathan and Emma watched her figure. Then turned back closing door. "Don't close door yet. You try see if it's poison?" Nathan took chopsticks. Preparing to taste a bit. "Check if safe." Emma smiled bitterly. "If poisoned wouldn't go that far. We don't have any grudge with her." Chapter 197. Maybe wants to win us over? Not certain. Guarding against others, vigilance essential. Next year will be exam. Using this way to affect others during exam. Also possible to happen. Nathan used chopsticks picking piece then put in mouth. Chewed few times in mouth. Nathan slightly frowned. Again carefully tasted what flavor like. Definitely no problem right. Definitely can't have effect that fast. Emma looked at Nathan worriedly. Patted Nathan's back. Nathan shook head. Put chopsticks down. Softly said, "This wasn't made by her. If she made it then. She shouldn't be student. She definitely would be chef." Emma stunned. Stared at Nathan then asked, "Huh? What do you mean? That good?" "Not about good or not. Food made by chef. With home cooking always has very small difference. And can be recognized. If not she bought from restaurant. Then definitely she had several years as chef. Definitely veteran chef already. Cooking habits no different from mine. Then definitely she bought it. Then why say made herself? Don't know, this person still should be careful. But this dish probably no problem. I also don't think she'd use such obvious tactics. Let's just eat." Nathan put chicken plate on table. Preparing to eat with Emma. At this time, in their hearts. Though thinking about Crystal Snow matter. But both didn't say out. Both felt somewhat off. but also couldn't clearly say where off. Feeling they're suspecting if being paranoid. After dinner, Nathan and Emma continued studying. After shower then sleep. Nathan also specially listened to sounds next door. Very quiet. Didn't hear anything. After all, he also didn't expect to hear anything strange. Next morning, two woke up, preparing to go to school bit early. After all, today has exam. Going out early can also review. Temporarily strengthen memory. But when they stepped outside, also heard door opening next door. Creak. Nathan and Emma simultaneously looked at next door house. Brows slightly furrowed. Before going out they already guessed. Definitely would meet Crystal Snow on way to school. So, they went out earlier than usual. Didn't expect even so. Still encountered her. After Crystal Snow opened door, she saw Nathan and Emma. Immediately showed natural smile. Raised hand greeting. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Emma raised hand briefly replying. While Nathan didn't say a word. Just silently looked at her. Crystal Snow also didn't walk with them as Nathan thought. Instead, she went ahead. Said, then I'll go first. Bye, see you at school. After saying, she didn't stay long. Just walked past them. Left. Such action made Nathan and Emma even more suspicious. This matter, like leaving house with colleagues, made them couldn't help suspecting. She planned to go with them. Deliberately waiting for them to come out. But now just greeted then left. This made them not know what to think. Could it really just be coincidence? Could be very coincidental too. Emma looked at Nathan. Softly said, probably so. Otherwise why? Why wait for us to go out so early? Just to greet doesn't make sense. Nathan looked at Crystal Snow's leaving back. Thought for a while, but didn't understand anything. Both also went to school. Arrived at class. Nathan talked to Emma about this matter. Emma thought a while then shook head. This matter really can't say for certain. Could just be coincidence. Tomorrow if still happens like this then definitely not coincidence. But if she deliberately did this wouldn't be stupid enough to do it 2 consecutive times. But what's the purpose? What does she want? Initially I thought she wanted to befriend Emma. But now thinking again not certain anymore. Nathan really couldn't figure out. He looked toward Emma and Crystal Snow. Yesterday Crystal Snow almost clung to Emma. All day just asking Emma all sorts of questions. But today not like that. Feeling completely different. She not clinging to Emma anymore. Just some small actions, like not recognizing Emma. Normally sitting there studying. Even something unclear also asking classmate beside. Not asking Emma sitting in front. Ashley touched chin. Brows slightly furrowed. Softly said, could it be playing hard to get tactic? Why like that? Probably very necessary for him. Just you don't know. Very soon exam will start. Whatever schemes Crystal Snow has. Nathan and Emma also decided temporarily not worry. Focus on exam first. Nathan knew himself. Can't directly enter top 20. He doesn't have that ability yet. So just need improve as much as possible. This time just need better than last time. Then that's success. Change his own prolonged stagnant situation. Morning exam ended. At noon. Nathan, Emma and Ashley 3 people. Again continued eating together. Yesterday this time Crystal Snow also present. But today Nathan looked at Emma. Softly asked, today Crystal Snow didn't say anything to you? Emma carefully recalled. Shook head saying, whole morning didn't say a word. But I heard her sighing frequently. Like something troubling her. Nathan turned head looking toward Crystal Snow. Found today noon. She just sitting alone. Head down eating. Looking from behind. Like very lonely. What's wrong? Emma somewhat doubted. Clearly yesterday's still fine. Why today like this? Crystal Snow lowered head. Chewing each bite of food. Each bite very small. Like trying to control eating speed. At this time, a sound came from behind Crystal Snow. Crystal Snow suddenly opened eyes. Like in an instant eyes lit up. But after hearing that sound, her eyes immediately became cold. Brows slightly furrowed. She raised head looking beside. Standing beside her was Kevin. Kevin smiled. Looking at her and rubbing hands. You not eating alone? Haven't made friends? I'm Kevin. Jacket. Voice somewhat hurried. Moreover, seems you also very concerned. Kevin's words cut off. He didn't have time to say anything. Standing there stunned, like not understanding. Just standing still, not moving. Head like spinning. A blank space in head. Buzzing sound in ears. Feeling not right at all. Yesterday he observed all day. Definitely this is lively, cheerful person. Anyone greeting her, she all replied enthusiastically. Smile on face never stopped. He thought definitely easy to approach person. So today noon, seeing her sitting alone, he actively came to befriend. But current situation, why different from prediction? Crystal Snow at this time face expressionless. Not seeing any smile. The get lost. Just now also very cold. Oh. Kevin nodded. Gently agreed, then turned back. Honestly, he also didn't feel uncomfortable. He seemed used to this. Though couldn't expect this situation. But when really facing this situation, he was mentally prepared, not affected too much. After chasing Kevin away, Crystal Snow returned to previous state. Looking seemed mood very heavy. Or should we call her over to eat together? After all, she hasn't done anything to us. Eating meal together also fine. Nathan softly said to Emma. They suspect then suspect, but have no evidence. So encountering this situation, definitely can't sit still doing nothing. All right. Emma nodded agreeing. Then stood up walking toward Crystal Snow. Came behind her. Tried patting her shoulder. Crystal Snow. Want to eat with us? Crystal Snow hearing Emma's voice. Body slightly trembled. Slowly raised head looking at Emma. Expression on face extremely gentle. Eyes also very friendly and gentle. She gently pressed lips. Nodded then said. Okay. Thank you. Crystal Snow picked up her lunchbox. Went with Emma to Nathan's place. Please try what I made. This I made myself. Don't know if it suits your taste. Crystal Snow. Like she had regained yesterday's state. Smile appeared on face again. Ashley also wasn't polite. Directly took a piece of fried egg. Tasted a bite. Then asked. You seem in bad mood today, something wrong? What's wrong? Crystal Snow asked suddenly. Couldn't help being stunned a bit. Then showed somewhat sad expression. Said. Because of this morning's exam. Don't know if I did well. Feel many places careless. Exam and you worry about that? Nathan slightly frowned. Asked again. Why? Isn't it? What else to worry about? Thank you for your concern. But I'm fine. Crystal Snow smiled. With gentle smile, making people feel light as spring breeze. This smile wasn't looking at Nathan smiling, but lowered head. This small action was noticed by Emma. Don't know since when. Feeling toward Crystal Snow increased bit of goodwill. If a girl smiled at my boyfriend like that, definitely would make people angry. Such small detail could increase points in Emma's heart. After finishing lunch, everyone cleaned up, returned to seats, preparing to review for afternoon exam. Nathan stood up going outside classroom, preparing to go to restroom. When approaching restroom door, Nathan saw a figure coming out from inside. It was Lucas. Lucas saw Nathan, waved at him, shouted, Buddy, coming. Nathan went over and entered restroom with Lucas. Going inside, Lucas turned looking around, ensuring no one around. Then spoke to Nathan. Buddy, I heard your class also has a transfer student. Nathan frowned. You also have one? Right, it's a boy. Yesterday, after arriving, he talked quite a lot with me. Moreover, seems quite interested in you too. Interested in me? Definitely doesn't know me, right? Not sure, he said. Heard before there was a legendary figure in sports competition. He's very interested. Who doesn't know this? Don't know where he heard it. Really strange. Nathan zipped up, turned to wash hands. Planning to leave restroom. Suddenly saw a boy, standing at restroom door. Oh. Lucas saw that boy slightly startled, but still reacted in time. Quickly pointed at him saying, This is our class's new transfer student. Name is Blake. The boy spoke before Lucas could finish. Eyes always directed toward Nathan. He was tall, thin. Looked quite handsome. At least among high school students. Also counted as outstanding. The way he looked at Nathan made him somewhat uncomfortable. Couldn't help stepping back. "Hello." Nathan nodded, simply greeted, then planned to leave. But when Nathan passed beside Blake suddenly spoke up. "Sorry to bother you a moment. I want to talk to you a bit. About your new transfer student." Nathan stopped, frowned looking at Blake. "You know? How do you know her name?" "Crystal Snow. Moreover, I also know. Yesterday she moved in. Then coincidentally appeared beside you, right? You also know that? Right. So could I bother you a bit? Can we talk privately outside?" Nathan seemed worried, in his head quickly thinking, feeling like encountering some trouble, but also really wanted to know. What's special about Crystal Snow? That's what he wanted to know most these past 2 days. "Okay." Nathan nodded, agreeing, and agreed to talk privately with Blake. Lucas continued walking ahead, while Nathan and Blake went to stairs. Blake glanced at surveillance camera in hallway, immediately found camera's blind spot. Stood there, waved calling Nathan closer. Nathan came over, played video. "This is Crystal Snow." Nathan looked at that video. Person in video was Crystal Snow. But her appearance seemed completely different from now. Cold expression, eyes also carrying cruelty. Her entire state in video seemed completely opposite to impression Nathan had. In video, she was grabbing a girl's collar. This scene seemed like school violence. This video really too scary. Nathan, looking at video content, couldn't help frowning. This really was violence scene. All punching and kicking. He couldn't believe. Person in video was Crystal Snow he just met past 2 days. Same person? Too different. This video didn't look secretly filmed. Instead, looked like had installed super clear hidden camera. Secret filming couldn't have such stable clear quality. After watching, Blake put away phone. Looking at Nathan seriously said, "She and I attended same school before. I know her, cold, violent. I don't know how she pretends in front of you. But this is her real self. I'm not saying this with other intentions. Just want to remind you, don't get close to her. She's not a good person. Don't you and she have some grudge? Then what use telling me these things? What benefit do you get from this?" Nathan stepped back, carefully looking at Blake. He really didn't know anything about Crystal Snow. But this person before him also has his own secrets. He looked at what Blake was doing. Had what purpose? Was wanting to oppose Crystal Snow? Or had other purpose? And why come to me? She and I have small conflicts. So, you can consider me wanting revenge on her. Blake thought a moment, then seriously replied. Nathan still felt somewhat puzzled, but also didn't say more. This video definitely real, if acting. Then Crystal Snow acted wonderfully. No, the girl being beaten acted wonderfully. All right, got it, thank you. Blake now showed smile. He was already handsome. Now smiling even more, radiating friendliness. No problem, we can be friends. And if she has any actions, you can tell me. When necessary, I'll help. Blake again opened phone, preparing to add Nathan as friend. All right. Nathan thought a bit, then agreed. After all, just a boy. Adding friends, just adding friends. Definitely Ashley won't say anything. So two exchanged contact information. When Nathan agreed friend request, Blake clearly eyes lit up, but seemed extreme joy. Only existed for a moment. Then Blake hit it. Send me that video. Okay, no problem. Blake immediately nodded, agreeing. Then quickly sent video to Nathan. This was video they just watched. Nathan wanted this video to bring back for Ashley and Emma to see. He also wanted them to distinguish if it's fake, maybe AI face swap, he didn't recognize. After Nathan left, Blake still watched his back until he entered classroom. Now Blake's face finally changed. Corner of mouth couldn't control anymore. Yes. Done. Okay. Definitely. This is okay. Nathan saw Blake happy to point of madness. When jumping, even phone almost dropped. People passing by saw this scene, all looked bewildered. They thought this person, with his handsome face. What's he doing? Joking? Blake looked around a bit. Then quickly found more secluded place. And safer. Used phone, making a call. Other end rang few times before connecting. Before other party could speak, Blake couldn't hold back, hurriedly said, "Recently. I've done it. I've added his contact information." "Really? What about Crystal Snow?" I followed Dad's words. Already showed him video Dad gave. Crystal Snow definitely has no chance anymore. Alright, very good. Keep working hard. Don't rush. Don't rush too much. This must be done slowly. Any problems tell Dad. Dad will help you solve. Yes, Dad, rest assured. Trust me, this is just my first step. After hanging up, Blake patted his chest, like cheering himself on. He looked at Nathan's friend list on phone, intently looking at chatbox, thinking what to write. But then felt inappropriate. Forget it, no problem. After all many opportunities, Blake put away phone. Happily went back, his state now completely different from serious appearance facing Nathan. After Nathan returned to classroom, he called Emma closer. Crystal Snow glanced once, seemed also wanting to come closer. But Nathan didn't call, so she embarrassed didn't dare come. "What's up?" looking mysterious. Ashley also craned head over, somewhat curious. "Don't know, Nathan just went to restroom." Why like discovered some secret. When Nathan called Emma and Ashley over, he glanced around. After confirming safe, then opened phone. Played video Blake sent him. Showed both. Emma and Ashley both eyes widened. Faces full of horror. Couldn't believe video on phone. After watching, Emma still unconsciously turned head, looking toward Crystal Snow, and immediately faced Crystal Snow. She immediately turned head back, like afraid. This small action made Crystal Snow notice. Brows furrowed, expression change. Ashley surprised asked, "My God, where did you get this video? Going to restroom got video like this?" Long story. Just now I went to restroom. And Nathan recounted what happened. Two listened confused. Don't understand why suddenly appeared transfer student. Also knows Crystal Snow, and has some grudge. What's that person's name? Probably Blake. Just when Nathan finished speaking, Emma suddenly felt someone lightly patted her shoulder. Homeroom teacher? Emma startled, hurriedly turned looking behind. She saw person standing behind was Crystal Snow. She was holding exercise book. Smiling looking at Emma, gently asked, "Is teacher in office? I want to ask about homework." "Probably there." "Then thank you." Crystal Snow smiled sweetly, then walked past Emma, going forward. Emma still unconsciously moved toward Nathan. Seemed she somewhat afraid. When Crystal Snow left classroom, Emma's face immediately became dark. She clenched fists, holding exercise book, twisting it. "Blake, you're a bastard." Chapter 200. This is competition of interests. Clearly this is business competition. Whole afternoon, Crystal Snow kept whispering with Emma. But Emma only replied briefly. Voice not loud. And words also very short. This made Crystal Snow very uncomfortable. But couldn't do anything. She could only sigh. Temporarily gave up intention to chat with Emma. She knew, rushing won't eat hot tofu. Now can only restrain. Wait for waves, calm seas, quiet, then continue. She looked at desk surface. Book before eyes cold. Eyes sharp as hawk. Fingers gripping table edge. Knuckles from using too much force became pale. Her breathing gradually became heavier. Each breath like preparing for explosion. After school ended, she hurriedly left school. Don't know where she went. Nathan and Emma though felt strange, but also not too curious about this. Now regarding Crystal Snow, he and Emma just wanted to stay away from her as far as possible. Whether she's innocent or not. Also don't want to risk. At this time Blake also left school. Just out of school gate. He immediately took out phone. Looking at Nathan's friend on phone. Corner of his mouth still slightly raised. Heh heh heh. Blake even couldn't help laughing out loud. But next second, he suddenly felt cold down spine. Like murderous intent from behind. Whoosh. Just one moment. Blake immediately turned and stepped back. But still got collar grabbed from behind. Blake immediately horrified. Eyes wide open. Mouth slightly open. Person before him extremely familiar. Just didn't expect her to appear here. And make move. Crystal Snow, what do you want? Blake reached out, trying to push woman in front away. But her hand just touched his shoulder. Immediately got grabbed. Just one strong force, he was thrown to ground. Bang, sounded. Blake bent down, painfully gritting teeth. Frowning. He raised head looking forward. Immediately saw a tall figure, like mysterious beast, standing before his eyes. Slowly lowering body, eyes and expression cold, making him couldn't help feeling afraid. Blake, long time no see. Crystal Snow let out a specially cold voice. Under streetlight, Blake seemed to see a cold killer, called Crystal Snow. You dare make move on me? Too arrogant. Slap. Blake's words not finished. Crystal Snow's slap landed on his head. Stop talking. I've hit you so many times, even I can't count. Hey, what damage did you do? Crystal Snow grabbed Blake's hair. Lifted his head, coldly asked. Blake immediately showed panic in eyes. He turned head to side. Pretending calm said, I don't know. What are you saying? Don't know? Let me make you know. Crystal Snow without courtesy, hit Blake's body. Each punch, kick like using full strength. But seemed to pull back at last moment. Ow ow, I'll talk. I'll talk. Blake hurriedly raised hands, shouted loudly, signaling Crystal Snow stop hitting. Pain wasn't painful, just a girl. Even beaten, he could endure. But if someone passed by, he would be embarrassed to death. A boy pressed to ground massaged by girl. Crystal Snow immediately withdrew hands. Let go of Blake's hair. Stood up, looking at him, said, all right. Speak, what exactly did you do? Blake stood up, rubbing head. Opened mouth saying, nothing. Just showed that person video of you bullying others. What the hell, I said. They looked at me this afternoon with fearful eyes like that. I was teaching bullies. They definitely think I'm the bully. Oh my, Crystal Snow held head screaming. Then walked to nearby wall corner. One punch into wall. Face extremely helpless. No wonder afternoon I was looked at like that. Anyone watching that video would be afraid. Blake stepped back a bit. Said softly, after all hitting people is wrong. What's there to justify? I know, but so many people bullied by him like that. How could I not manage? Moreover, I also received deserved punishment already. Crystal Snow lowered head. Face dejected. Seemed regretting something. But right after, she raised head. Fierce eyes staring at Blake. Making him tremble all over. Hey, don't hit people anymore. If you hit me again, I'll call police. Blake quickly stepped back 2 steps. With extremely careful expression. Keeping certain distance from Crystal Snow. Crystal Snow continued stepping forward. Pointing at Blake, said, Blake, you're really despicable. Also using such tactics. I'll tell my dad. What? This is competition of interests. Speaking seriously, also business competition. Despicable, so what? You go ahead. After all my dad already said. Your dad has his people there. Let's see what your dad dares do. Blake shrugged. Showed ugly smile. Like deliberately making Crystal Snow angry. Crystal Snow after hearing. Face immediately turned red. Staring at him. Eyes like wanting to burst flames. She angry to point of grinding teeth. Then Crystal Snow nodded. Expression like wanting to give up. All right, then nobody think about anything. Then let's die together. I'll tell him your secret. Let's see what he'll think. You dare? Blake suddenly flustered. Immediately face red, but couldn't say anything. Pointed at Crystal Snow and shouted once. Crystal Snow seemed to feel mood better a bit. Arms crossed. Smiled saying, why wouldn't I dare? Your dad there, but also my dad watching me. Let's see what he'll do. Tomorrow I'll tell him. You think he'll believe you? You have no right to speak there anymore. Then we'll wait and see. After all, I'm next to his house. Next door house, easy to approach first. You just wait to lose opportunity. 2 continued mocking each other. Then, both angrily left in opposite directions. Crystal Snow angry. Completely didn't notice someone standing at corner. Secretly heard all their conversation. Ashley leaning against wall. Arms crossed over chest. Mouth holding lollipop. With interested expression, watching Crystal Snow's leaving back. Business competition. Really interesting. Ashley smiled lightly at corner of mouth. Too difficult. She immediately bit broken candy in mouth. Spit out candy stick. Then walked toward Crystal Snow. This isn't something can participate. Like this won't work. Need to apply other measures, right? Need to discuss with my dad. But would that make me look useless? Crystal Snow walking on road. Head down like thinking. But could clearly see she very worried. Feeling like all troubles written on face. Also not watching road ahead. Many times. Almost bumped into something before realizing. Just turned head bop. At this time, a hand suddenly placed on her shoulder. Crystal Snow suddenly raised head. Pupils contracted strongly. Face showed horror. She completely unprepared. Let people easily approach her. She not focused. Already to this extent? She so careless? No time to think more. Immediately, Crystal Snow turned around. Trying to grab that person's wrist. No matter who opponent is. Since dared casually grab my shoulder. Then I have right to counterattack. Must press opponent down first. But when she just turned and reached out. Opponent seemed prepared beforehand. Immediately used other hand locking her wrist. Body lunged forward. Feet moving. One strong push her shoulder immediately lost balance. Bang in instant. Whole person pressed against wall. Crystal Snow eyes wide open. Showing horror. Heart also couldn't help trembling. Because dim light. She still hadn't seen clearly person behind. Only knew she was easily controlled by opponent. This is an expert. Don't be afraid at this time. She heard somewhat familiar voice. Immediately, something suddenly stuffed in her mouth. She felt sweetness. Seemed like lollipop. Streetlight illuminated person's face in front. She then gradually saw clearly. Ashley, is it you? Crystal Snow stunned a bit. Thought she saw wrong. She thought person behind could be bad guy or robber. Didn't expect was her classmate. Also classmate could subdue her like this. And was girl too. Is this reasonable? Right, it's me, don't worry. I have no malice. Ashley gently spoke. She said one sentence then slowly. Released hand controlling Crystal Snow. Crystal Snow still afraid now. Panted few breaths. In eyes also added vigilance. She really didn't expect. She had guarded against Nathan. Had guarded against Emma. But didn't guard against Ashley. Result was Ashley. Seemed to be most unstable person. You, what do you want at this time? Scared me. Just now I thought was bad guy. Don't mind. Crystal Snow forced out smile. Trying to appear friendlier. Hope Ashley don't discover anything strange. Ashley flipped hand. Then paced back and forth in front of Crystal Snow. Raised chin, coldly asked. And I want to ask you a bit. What are you doing at this time? And can you explain to me? What is business competition? Ashley locked eyes with Crystal Snow's eyes. When this sentence was spoken, Crystal Snow whole body trembled. Pupils also couldn't control contracting. You, what are you saying? I don't understand. Crystal Snow's smile became somewhat stiff. Still trying to appear calm. But hands behind back slightly trembling. This is competition of interests. Speaking seriously also business competition. Despicable so what? After all I'm next to his house. Next door house, easy to approach first. You just wait to lose opportunity. Ashley took out phone, played recording. Inside was conversation between Crystal Snow and Blake. Sound very clear. Crystal Snow's head rang once. Whole brain like empty. She only felt cold running down spine. Now in head only 2 words left. Ruined. Dead. Don't know what Nathan hearing this would be like. What do you think? Ashley gently spun phone in hand. Then put in pocket. Smiled looking at Crystal Snow. That smile like hiding knife inside. Made Crystal Snow cold down spine. That smile made Crystal Snow couldn't help shivering. Crystal Snow felt her throat like choked. Felt like throat dry. She now felt Ashley in front somewhat scary. That intelligent look seemed no matter how she explained and justified would be useless. And seemed her strength also not inferior to hers.